Kia ora te whānau, welcome along to the Eventfinda Stadium for the Sky Broadband Rapid League game on the north shore of Tamaki Makaurau. The Auckland Tuatara and the Manawatū Jets. And what will be a very interesting game when it comes to wins, losses and points percentage, as it's going to come down to for a lot of these games. Andrew Mulligan, Lindsay Tate, 7-time NZNBL champion on hand for this one. And this is a Jets team that has one player in particular who can get shots up, fill it up. And we saw that against the Bulls and Tyson Tatapaese.
You were giving me some numbers before, Miles, and kia ora, brother. Great to be back with you, sitting here. But he put up some, like, damn near 3/4 of their points in the last game. So definitely a hot man for them right now. 29 of their 36 against the Bulls. This is the Sky Broadband Rapid League ladder. And the Tuatara, that's actually the main games ladder, I believe. No, that is the broadband ladder. Sorry, my bad. Tuatara have done pretty well. They've had a middling performance in Sky Broadband Rapid League. And the Manawatū Jets languishing near the bottom there. Their points percentage, points for and against, actually needs to go up a little bit. They are in a dogfight at the moment, hanging in for the top 6 in the Sal's NBL. And a win here would help Tatapaese, Tambananzo, Crowley, Epia, Collins and Wynyard. Now the starting 5 for the Jets. And starting 5 for Tuatara, big out for their Rapid League team and for their Sal's NBL team. No Nick Barrow for this one. And we've got Bart Jakowski coming into the team, into the starting 5 as well, number 25. He is going to have his hands full, that is for sure, in this game. This is how it looks head to head. Jets lost their last 4 Rapid League games. And the Auckland Tuatara, with the addition of Zach Riley, who actually got the start last time they played in the Sal's NBL. He will be matched up nicely with Tatapaese. Yeah, that's a big matchup right there, Miles. You know, Zach started the last couple of games, but Charlie Pride will get the nod today. It's an important matchup for him again against Tyson Tatapaese, he's basically MVP of Rapid League right now, easy out front. He's lighting it up, and Zach's one of the top young defenders we got, so great matchup to start us off this evening.
Yeah, Tatapaese, he is 29 this season, 26 as well against the Hawks back in April, and he is the leading scorer of Rapid League.
That's in 16 minutes,
yeah,
folks.
He scores so
again, that's in 16 minutes. I think it was in 14 minutes he had that 29.
Yeah, he averages 16 points a game, and you're right.
That's a point a minute.
It is a point a minute.
That's impressive, man. He's pushing for more minutes in the cell, surely.
14.5 minutes. Well, with no Corey Webster, he'll be getting some burn in the main game as well. Totoko Wynyard and Josh Ledger, who is 3rd in the Rapid League in assists. And he's very proud of that stat.
Great teammate.
Great teammate. Zach Riley. He's come back into the fold for the Tuatara after his collegiate career at Fordham. And he's been a welcome addition as shot clock winds down as McIntosh fights his way through and gives it to Wilkie on the baseline and gets the first bucket.
And he continues his hot form. The tough loss they had down in Nelson the other day, I covered that game, and Wilkie was definitely one of the bright spots. You can see there Tyson Tatapaese, he's ultra aggressive from the jump. These two guards, Mata Baranzo and Chris McIntosh, have played against her a lot over the years through the Auckland leagues.
McIntosh knocking it down for 3 over the taller Wynyard.
Just a half beat, too much airspace there, and Chris punished them with the 3 to put him up 5 here. You can hear the bench here, Miles calling out to go under Tyson, so they're playing him for the drive right now.
Tambananzo trying to leave it up there for Wynyard, the younger Wynyard. There's Ledger. Had a look, gives it to Jakowski, gives it back to Ledger. Can't get that shot to go down. Tambananzo up ahead to Wynyard, gives it back to him with a handoff.
Letting the dreads out free today, Miles. Look good out here.
I like it.
Loose. Nice little pull up there from Tinashe to get things going for the Jets. Little 2-3 zone action here to start him out off a make, the Jets.
Great rebound by Jakowski.
It's kind of the weakness of a zone, potentially. Give up those O boards.
They go under Wilkie. Here's another look.
They don't want to do that too much, Miles.
No, he's shooting 47% from 3 in the Sal's NBL. There's Wilkie off the bench. Tambanadzo misses that. Still looking for a 3. Both teams. And the Tuatara already have one, but it's gone cold early on. Ledger getting the bucket.
That was a great rim run by Dylan Wilkie, kind of open up that driving lane for Ledger and a tough left-hand finish.
Wynyard, Vatapayese, still finding his range. Oh, and that's back over. I don't know if Zach Riley had crossed. He's asking, he hadn't crossed over.
No, I thought he would cross over either there, Miles, but agree to disagree.
Yeah, he still had a foot in the backcourt. It just looked funky.
Aesthetically, I believe is the word. It looked funky, you're right.
When it looks funky,
I gave him confirmation with the eyes there, Riley. I think he caught it.
He did catch it.
Great contest there by Zach Riley.
Yeah, you've got to be up on Vatapayese, that is for sure.
For sure, a key matchup. And you can see how Josh is third in assist, Miles. They play him a lot out of that kind of facilitator spot there, and he finds his man Dylan Wilkie for the 3. Great start for Tuatara.
Matt Foss in the game for the Jets. Another empty possession. Collins couldn't get it, but Wynyard tries to give them another go with it, and it's Zach Riley coming back. He's going to drive, spin. Too strong. Pretty footwork from the young man. Speaking of strong, Manawatū is about to check in the game.
Yeah, he looks strong. that rat's tail he got going on, solid too, Miles.
Chris Wiley, not as strong looking as Manawatū, but he is one of 3 brothers, 3 triplets as well. Josh Wiley, who does play for the Tuatara, currently we're getting ready to play Argentina.
Yeah, they play tonight.
They play tonight, 9:15.
Yep.
And then the world champs, the Junior Tall Blacks, will get their campaign underway.
Riley, little Iverson action into a wing screen. Here with Manawatū, re-screen action. Beautiful little floater push shot over Toto for Wynyard there, just outside the lane.
It is one-way traffic in this first quarter, which is winding down. 7 seconds to go. 12-2 Tuatara lead. Foss needs to put it up. Oh, he gives him the bucket. And that is it for the first quarter. And it's a 12-4 Tuatara advantage.
I want to point out the obvious there, Miles, but they definitely needed that last layup from Foss there. Absorbed the contact. Easy little lay.
They did a very good job on Vatapayese, keeping him to 0 for 3 from the floor. Missed 2 from 3-point territory. And for the Tuatara, Wilkie with his 5. McIntosh had that 3. And Ledger, 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Honing in on a rapid league 5-5.
Just like that. And again, you can see, you spoke on the early, Miles, doing a great job of facilitating, but they kind of play him out of that slot kind of hook spot. He plays downhill, and he's got great shooters coming out of the corner. It's been very valuable for them, not only in Rapid League, but in Cells as well, in kind of limited minutes.
I will acknowledge the promo. I do not endorse pineapple on pizza, but that is a great deal. If you are that way inclined towards the big pineapple pizza, the large one from Sal's, $36.99. Use that QR code. Sal's, great league sponsor, of course. And get your FIBA starter from $50 a month for the first 12 months. That is a great deal. And there is a former teammate of yours, Leon Henry, in the game for the Jets. Previously of the Panthers, of course. 7-time Sal's NBL champion like yourself, Lindsay. I'm sure you've shared a couple of championships with the man as well. Legend of the game.
Yeah, Lee, youth, we go back to Youthtown Avondale days, Miles. We go way back. But yeah, great to see him out here, man. Awesome servant to the game, Leon.
Wilkie strips him from behind. Latu with Henry on him. Nice drop off. Oh, Leon Henry with the block. Great timing from the vet.
They must have forgot, but he's still got some of the longest arms in the league, Miles.
Yeah, you're right. They are so long.
Go Gadget. Some of the viewers might be too young for Inspector Gadget, but...
Yeah, I think you must be right. I get it, which just proves that I'm old. We were talking about NBA action with Neil Walker before the game tipped off. Now, that's real 90s reference right there. Ledger lost the handle.
Great D there. Tyson had the mismatch, but held his ground on the bigger Josh Ledger.
Left hand finish. That is really, really pretty from Matt Foss. He can get to the cup and put it in. Latu driving. Got to pace there with the foul.
Like that by Latu, just a little bit of denial, so he flashed into the gap. Kind of a keep action against the smaller guard, Tyson, and he'll get a foul and go and sit down, and that's a win for the Tuatara right now.
It certainly is. When he sits with 0 points in the second quarter, that is a big win for the Tuatara. Noah Latu, brother Tavita Latu, plays for the Northland Taniwha in the NPC. And I feel like Noah could play blindside or even make it as a centre.
They got that Tongan whakapapa, bro. They could do whatever they want, man. Look at that. What an athlete. Absolutely. I've seen his brother play too. He's nice.
Yeah. Play rugby or basketball?
Both. But yeah, rugby
I'm sure of it.
Most recently. I'm a Steamers man. My father-in-law coaches them. I got no choice, baby.
Oh, no, you don't. You're Steamers all day.
That's my man.
Oh, Matambananzo knocks down a 3, and that is a good result for the Jets. That closes it up to 4.
Hey, and he can do that. I've seen him do that years and years and years here in men's league. He probably shot more threes in here than most of the brothers.
Mismatch. And McIntosh likes to shoot over Wynyard. It's a challenge for him. He already hit a 3 over him. Gets it back. Clean look for Chris McIntosh. And he left it. He was too open. I think that was the problem. And Chris Wiley and Noah Latu sit.
Zach Riley and Bart Jakowski checking in, along with Collins for the Jets. So yeah, Tinashe just letting the ball roll so the clock doesn't start by 4 or 5 seconds. Game time.
Tabananza missing that.
Great contest on the weak side there by Wilkie.
13-9. It was 12-2 at one point. Good fight back from the Jets in the second quarter. Wilkie showing his handles. I tell you what, it's in his bag, but we haven't seen a lot of that from Dylan Wilkie this season.
Yeah, you hit him with the little hands up there, Miles, and you can only really get that when you can shoot, right? So you kind of put your hand next to the ball like you're about to pull that thing, and the defense bit on it. Oop! Blew right by him, and tough finish in there.
Long arms.
That's nice.
Yeah, Dylan Wilkie just been able to finish with the separation between him and the defender. Using the glass nicely. Got that nice release, but just rims out for the N1 situation from the Chemist Warehouse line. Collins to Tambananzo. Tambananzo for 3. A little strong. Jakowski with it.
Kind of playing at their own pace right now, the Tuatara, controlling the tempo.
Ledger looking at options. Good work from the Jets to break this up. Down to 6. Now it's 4. Riley has to put it up. And really good defensive possession from the Jets there. Really walled up.
Foss, Miles. He's done a great job out here.
He's done a
young guard.
He's been a spark. Up ahead to Chris McIntosh. And he gets the layout with the backboard slam. 8 points now is the lead. And Leon Henry up high, down to Collins. Matambananza running hard. And an offensive foul on Collins. Moving screen. Tautoko Wynyard, excuse me, coming in. No Tatapaese in this quarter. They must be saving him a little bit. Well, not a little bit.
It does look like he's got to labour him a little bit, Miles. Just kind of watching him walk off, and even down on the bench. Looks like he might have a little something going on.
Well, that is not a welcome sight for the Jets as we take a BNZ player timeout. Get your ticket to the big game. There's only a round and a half left, people. By the time you get that QR code and apply, you'll have one more round to go to choose a game. And there is Tatapaese. He may play no further part in this game, even though he doesn't have the warm-ups on. He may come back out of the second half, but as you say, he plays virtually all of the game.
And that's a bonus foul, Miles. That's not a smart foul there. Got to be disciplined. You know, 15 seconds on the shot clock in the bonus. We got to know that as a group. We the Jets, especially a veteran guy.
Fourth team foul. 3 team fouls in your shooting in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. 4 4-minute quarters. No coach timeouts. Player timeouts. BNZ player timeouts. 1 per half. Can't carry them over from the first to the second half. You've seen teams use them judiciously in the first quarter near the end as well. So, situations. There's Tambananzo.
They've got fouls to use here. You can kind of hear them calling for it.
There's Zach Riley picking up one.
Smart from Zach Riley there, not allowing them to get a shot up, but even give the referees the opportunity to put them at the line. Still got one to give here if they wanted the Tuatara.
Yeah, they do, because that's just their first team foul. With 4.1 on the game clock before half-time. Good crowd building for this game at Eventfinda Stadium on a Saturday night. A rainy, wet one. It's pretty much the same thing as time winds down. And that is the first half over. Tuatara, 18-9. They lead at half-time. And that is a good half of basketball for the Auckland Tuatara. Their Rapid League team has really improved. First half of the season, they were a little bit out of sorts. And the addition of Zach Riley's really helped. No Nick Barrow tonight, out for personal reasons. And Dylan Wilkie, he leads all scorers with 7.
Yeah, shared the load offensively, but what stands out to me most in that first half there, Miles, was the defense. Done a great job defensively and forced the Jets into 6 turnovers, which is gang load in this type of game.
Ledger already on that Rapid League average of 3. He averages 2.5. And Josh Ledger getting work. He's got 2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. We might have our second ever Rapid League 555 here this season.
Might have to give him a heads up, huh? Try to get his attention when he's walking back out, huh?
He needs 3, a rebound, and 2 assists. It's doable for Josh Ledger. Don't worry about winning the game, obviously, but good Rapid League performance so far. It's a low-scoring affair. Tuatara don't score a lot of points, usually. Saw in the head-to-head stats. Mid-30s on average. And it will be an exciting matchup in the Sales NBL main game. They have quite the starting 5 to the Jets, even without Corey Webster. And they have probably one of the strongest import trios around, with Goins, Rose, and could really make a case for Dante Russo-Nance, import quality guard, and just 20 years of age.
Absolutely. Dante's for sure import level in this league right now. And I'm pretty sure he'll step up a lot, you know, headed down the stretch with Corey Webster, big brother, being unavailable. See the Jets here just turning up the heat a little bit defensively on this first possession out of the third, which is great to see.
Riley
ends up on a air ball 3 for the Tuatara, so win for the Jets on that position.
Tautoko Wynyard.
Love to see him back himself a little bit more there, Miles. Big body, pretty skilled young fella too.
Spends a season at Oak Hill Academy in the States with Russo Nance. Leon Henry getting it done underneath.
The vet with the O-board and the nice little lefty putback.
It's those long arms from Leon Henry. Jakowski stroking the three. Jakowski getting a burner rapidly.
Yeah, and he had a great game against the Giants down in Rapid League earlier in the round. So backing up on that one here this evening, he'll be comfortable here.
Rapid League appearance, yeah, they are few and far between for Bart Jakowski. He's given them a 10-point lead, under 5 now. Tatapaisi's back in the game. Wynyard showing the range. Ledger with a rebound. That's his 5th.
Tuatara doing a great job locking in on Tyson Tatapaisi, who had 29 last game, guys?
29. That's Chris Wiley knocking down the 3 ball.
Really got the clamps out right now. Wiley with the big hit to stretch this thing out.
3 ball is falling for the Tuatara. And we've got a foul. Dylan Wilkie it is. That's his first.
Fossil check back into the game here. He had a great first half for the Jets off the bench. A couple of layups. Pierced defensively.
And on the baseline. Getting around. Ooh. Oh my, Chris Wiley. His defense was stout for the little man. Foss just scoops it up and in.
He's got TJ McConnell vibes about him, man. I don't want to get like too, you know what I mean?
No, I do. Like, I get it.
Close to the ground, you know, unassuming.
Finds the angles, has the English. Ledger.
Right on that 5.55, Miles.
He really is. I don't want to get too excited.
Oh, nice cross.
Tambanazzo. Good defense on him.
Good find.
Ledger. Riley. Tatapaisi with it now.
Even though they missed that one, Miles, they look real comfortable right now, the Tuatara. Just great ball movement, playing at their own pace. Very little resistance. Quite comfortable with this group, doing a lot of switching defensively.
Really good defense.
Real good defense.
Oh, that's even better. Offense. Crawley, Napier. With a contested 3. Cuts the lead to 8 for the Tuatara. Coming up a minute to go.
Hanging around, huh, Miles? Seems like Tuatara up more right now than 8.
Nice kick out. Ledger looking to go into the chest of Crowley Napier. And gets the and 1. Josh Ledger heading to the line for a 3-point play opportunity at the Chemist Warehouse. McIntosh and Latu in the game for Jakowski and Wilkie.
Great minutes from those two, Miles, Jakowski and Wilkie.
Ledger at the line. Knocks that down. It's 5 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists for Josh Ledger. Foss. Wynyard. Tambanadza looking for Tatapaisi. Scoreless in this game after having 29 against the Bulls.
They've been great on D so far, Tuatara, and there's another forced turnover there.
Zach Riley
too big
to the cup and in 29-16.
Just really sitting down and guarding the yard right now, being aggressive, blowing up these actions off the ball.
Shot clock is off for the Jets.
Little guard to guard, they can switch that. Good D.
Tambanazzo with a nice finish.
Better O, like you say, Miles.
And that is the 3rd quarter. Had a foul to give as well, but didn't use it, and it will be an 11-point lead for the Tuatara after 3 quarters of Rapid League here. And it has been a team effort for the Tuatara, that is for sure. Holding the Manawatū Jets to 36% shooting.
They got Josh up to his 4th assist too, Miles. He's 1 assist away from the ever-elusive 555.
I'm just stoked that I potentially could be on the call for the stat that I invented.
I'll try to throw up numbers to like
that no one really, only you and Casey really humour me about it.
I think Justin likes it too, man. You know what I mean? There's a few of us that are really, we invested in it.
But
man.
Where's he, man? He's left us. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And all stats courtesy of the Chemist Warehouse.
Justin Bailey will see. He'll be able to pass that down the line for us, Miles. Love to see this over here, just to the right of us, Rob Lowe out here on the court, just like player coaching, you know what I mean? Unavailable, but still heavily invested in things right now.
No Rob Lowe, out with an ankle complaint. He's been hampered by it for the last few weeks, as Rob Lowe. He's tried to play through it, tweaked it in the last game, and they've decided to give him a rest tonight. Maybe he could be a go for the last regular season game against Hawke's Bay. It probably depends how this game goes tonight at 7:30 local time.
Yeah.
If they get a win, it might be enough for them to sneak in.
Yeah, big loss without him, and like you said, Miles, Nick Barrow as well. You know, they've done a great job of holding it down without him in the Rapid League, but we'll see how that goes in the Cells as well.
Nice execution out of the quarter-time break for the Jets.
Little two-man action with no corner fill, and just an easy layup there for Collins.
Zach Riley, when you went underneath, and Riley makes him pay. That is another 3 for the Tuatara. That's their 5th.
Yeah, the 2 bigs there. I'm not sure if they were confused or late, but Zach Riley, way too much airspace for a shooter like him. Easy lineup 3.
Matambanazzo. When you Foss, closeout.
Great closeout.
Wiley.
Like he almost could have blocked that if he wanted to.
Also lucky he didn't foul.
Aye. And oh, strong.
That is strong. Chris Wiley.
His brother Josh Wiley will be suiting up in a couple of hours for the country. Under 19 world champs. Kickoff against Argentina.
Collins sees the double. That will be an exciting game.
Quite a few young bucks from South and Rapid League Miles playing in that tonight.
It's been the beauty of the Rapid League. We get to see these kids play. I think 5 of the players are from that under-17s team that went 4th. Another 5 are from the under-18s Asia Cup team.
That's like the Tummers, Carters, Juliuses of the world.
Exactly. And then there's Josh Wiley, and off the top of my head, Jakowski got a block, but he's called for the foul.
Josh Wiley was part of that group too?
Josh Wiley?
Yes.
No, I think Josh Wiley wasn't in either of those teams. With one other player, not Kahu Treacher, there's one other that wasn't in either of those 2 squads, but has been called into the 12 by Matt Lacey.
Will Blight,
Lockie Crates.
Yeah.
Hayden Jones, part of that under-17s team. Obviously.
Like, man,
Jackson
some of these
Ball.
kids I was thinking about it the other day, man. You got like Julius is at Georgetown University. Oscar's at Michigan University. Jackson and Hayden are at Wisconsin University. These are some of the biggest, basketball establishments on the globe. Pumping them out right now, man. It's awesome to see.
It really is. Ian Lama made a really good point in the earlier game when the Saints won over the Hawks that the Brisbane Olympics in 2032 and what a real chance to qualify.
Yo, do they need a manager for that or something? We available,
I think you're available. I'm available. But whether I'm qualified is another thing. And that 3 is off from Crawley Napier. And it's a 12-point lead for the Tuatara. They're in cruise control here.
She's a small guard.
Latu! Great challenge from Wynyard.
Great recovery there by Totoko Wynyard. Rim protecting.
Foss goes down. He's helped up by Ledger and Riley, which is good to see. I love that. It is going to be a foul called on Tuatara. And I don't want to jinx it, but Ledger still needs that assist. He's on the floor. He didn't start the 4th quarter.
Keep an eye on Totoko Wynyard here, Miles. Looks like he might have jammed an ankle on that.
I think he did, you're right. on that block attempt. You're right. Ledger just checking on him as well. Just to see if he's okay.
Oh, stagger away here for Tyson. Try to get something off for him right now.
Vatapaiase has not scored. He's the league leading scorer in Rapid League. Looking for that 3. Ooh.
Oh, there it is.
Right,
I was just about to put you on the spot too and ask if he's had a scoreless game yet. But you won't even need to answer it, my man.
That is something I don't need to answer, which is great. I would say no.
Yo,
I would say no.
He gets up way too many shots for it to be a yes.
Minute 21 for Josh Ledger to get an assist.
Oh, and this is his favourite. Get a little backdoor action here.
Needs Riley to cut through on the back door there. Manawatū, Wilkie.
Good read. Just a little bit late on these switches right now, the Jets. Sorry, Miles.
No, you're right. If that went in, hockey assists don't count, unfortunately. Pass that led to the pass that led to the score. Tambanazzo cutting.
Great fire.
It's Crowley Napier. Oh, that is nice. And one. Really to the line.
And done a great job, Tinashe. A couple times I thought he might have got a little bit too deep, but kind of Steve Nash that thing and played in that dead zone on the baseline. A beautiful little hook pass back to the middle for the layup and one. 7-point game here, Miles, just under a minute. Cut it to a 2 position here if he makes this free throw. Two-position game.
2-position game, under a minute to go. Tuatara.
Got no fouls to give, no the bonus.
Josh Ledger has a Rapid League 555.
He got it?
He got it. That is very exciting. And what's more exciting for Jets fans is they could pull this one back.
Oh,
Where's Vatapaiase? Oh no! Tambanazzo turns it over, and that might do it. That is just the Jets' first team foul as well. And
not a silly team foul, big turnover, but you know, you almost want to give one up here straight away, Miles, while going for a foul. And going for a steal, you know what I'm saying? Give it up.
And that is the BNZ player timeout. Smartly used by Josh Ledger. Season's second Rapid League 555 stat line. I believe Casey Frank has texted me earlier in the season. Young man from Canterbury. The Rams had the league's first one this season. I'm just going to download the image he sent me on the 19th of May when he went through. Jake Holmes had it. He had 13, 5, and 5 in a game for the Rams. Anyway, I digress. Jakowski kicking it out into the front row. And
probably had the layup there, thinking might have been trying to kill a little bit more clock.
36-30, a quick hit. Vatapaiase and Tambanazzo are trying to cook something up here.
They still got a player timeout, the Jets, Miles?
Yeah, they do. Oh, great defense, Chris McIntosh.
We should have burnt it there.
And
that's game time.
They're looking to score. Riley! Oh. And he's fouled before the buzzer went, and they want an offensive interference as well. Josh Ledger's asking for it. Let's see what the call is here. Going to get an explanation from one referee to the other. It definitely was, the foul was, it's 2 shots, so the basket doesn't count. But we will get 2 shots. Zach Riley at the cup. And that will be the game for the Tuatara, but will the margin be 6, 7 or 8? Riley makes the first. He moves to 9. He's the game's leading scorer, tied with Dylan Wilkie.
A great defensive effort too, Miles, keeping the MVP of the competition to 3 points this evening. Zach led the way, but as a group, Tuatara really stood up.
We got a BNZ player timeout. A fraction of a
15 seconds too late, fellas, but it's a good learning.
I think they're going to put .3 on the clock. That's the conversation. It's going to be point 2. You can get your ticket to the big game for the last round. Use that QR code to apply for your chance. Jets hopefully just a tip in here. Trying to play for Tuatara maybe at the rim.
Just a little zone action here from the Tuatara, just clogging it up.
They just need to clog it up. They just need to stack it.
Oh, get you a block, Zach.
Zach gets a block. Give him a block. We'll talk to the score bench. But that is the game, 37-30. Tuatara from the jump, all over the Jets. And they did a great job on Tyson Thatapaese. Held them to just 3 points. The league's leading scorer in Rapid League. And coming off a 29-point outing against the Bulls midweek. Held to 3 here. And look at the scoring balance between both teams, Lindsay Tate.
Yeah, that's crazy balance from both teams in regards to points distribution. Obviously, shout out Josh Ledger, like you said, Miles. What, second 555 of the season?
Second 555 of the season.
Awesome. Awesome. Having a joke with him before about his facilitation abilities as well, but on full display here.
Yeah.
5 assists a lot, man. And that amount of time again in FIBA, kind of harp on it, but this ain't the NBA where they give them out for just passing the ball. Like, you've actually got to create a shot.
100%. He is in the top 3. He's third in the league, in Rapid League.
Defense right there, Miles. It's showing up steals and deflections and blocks. They were a nuisance tonight, the Tuatara.
Yeah, just 3 turnovers for the Tuatara as well, forcing 8 turnovers out of the Jets. That is us, 37-30, the Rapid League win to the Tuatara. We'll be back shortly for the main game, the Sal's NBA game from Eventfinda Stadium. The Tuatara hosting the Manawatū Jets. Back soon.
Now to tip off for our final home match here of the regular season. The South authentic New York Pizza NBL presented by DJ Gardner Homes. A huge thank you to the following partners for the season. Our big partners are South authentic New York Pizza, DJ Gardner Homes, Sky Broadband, Sky Sports, MS Warehouse, Sterling Sports, BNZ, Monica, Molten, New Balance, and Auckland Tuatara. Our Jacob Tuatara partners for this season are Jacob. Amazing partnership they've had on the jerseys. Joined by our matchday sponsors tonight, Tristan. Inside BCITO, Building People, Super Power, Earth Moving, Lucha, Bubble Tea, FA, Home and Bruno Landscaping, Hardcourts, Cooper & Co, Makita, New Zealand, Monica, There's a better way, NZ.com and Southern Made Donuts since 1937. Don't forget tonight we've got your chance for the final time this season for Miss Twice Free Slices, a very cool promotion where if any of the Jets players miss both of their free throws at the Chemist Warehouse strike, everyone in the Eventfinda Stadium here tonight will receive a code up on the big screen to buy one, get one free, a slice of either cheese or pepperoni pizza tomorrow only. So our job is to be nice and noisy when they're at the line. We'll get to the raspberry. If they miss twice in a row at any stage tonight, we'll unlock that pizza. Buy one, get one, free thanks to South Authentic New York Pizza. too far away from welcoming both teams to the floor. In about a minute's time, we're going to be starting with the Jets. And then welcoming out for the final time, your Auckland Tuatara. Right, teams to the benches when you can for team announcements. We're going to rock and roll with both sets of fans. Teams to the benches. Just about ready to announce the first of our squads here. It is the Property Brokers Jets who will be flying out on the floor shortly. It's time to get behind that team if you are from Palmerston North, Ashurst and beyond. Sitting up tonight for the Property Brokers Jets. Take a look who we got up first. Number 6, Williams. 11, Dion Collins. 13, Josh Crowley-Nigia. 15 is Leon Henry. 24, Matthew Foss. 32, Tyson Pato-Paesi. 45, Tinashe Makamananto. And the Property Brokers Jets, stunning 5, please welcome. Number 2, import Miles Gibson. 3, Isaac Milligan. 4, Dante Roussenet. Number 7 is Quinton Rose. 25, Kenny Goins. Coach Tony Webster, we've got Tim standing there, also Renee Barber on board for this one amongst many of the squad. Let's give it up for the visitors here, the Property Brokers Jets. All right, time now to rock and roll. Are we ready, Auckland? Underway some goals with your team. It's Jacob Tuatara sitting up tonight. The first of which we'll see here, number 3, Chris McIntosh. Number 9, Dylan Wilkie. And Chris Wiley. Number 11, who takes so far tonight, is in for a logo, Josh Letcher. Number 13, Zach Riley. 25, Hughes in the first one as well, by Tchaikovsky. 39, Noah Latu. Starting 5 time, let's make a bit of noise for our first starter here on board. It's number 4, 2, 10, 42. Next up, number 0 from Syracuse, New York, Charles Pride, everybody. Okay, cut off the Sowers, joining out there is Sebastian Boyton. Number 8, another American out there, Luther Muhammad. Number 32, Tom Meredith. We are ready to begin, ready to roll here. 86 go, head coach, Dan Glidden. Joined out there by Justin Bailey and Yordi Mama, ladies and gentlemen, your Jacob Tuatara. Tonight's match officials set by Barter cards. It is Ryan Jones, Brad Clive, and Corey Hall.
Kia ora te whānau, no mai hoka mai. Welcome back to Eventfinda Stadium for this matchup between the Auckland Tuatara on the north shore of Tamaki Makaurau and the Manawatū Jets. It's round 15, the penultimate round, and the last home game for the Tuatara, and a good crowd building on a Saturday night in the city. Andrew Mulligan, 7-time Sal's NBL champion, Lindsay Tate. And Lindsay, this game, there's a lot riding on these games in this round with one more round to go afterwards. What are you looking forward to about this one?
Kia ora, Miles. Kia ora te whānau. I'm just looking forward to it being a ball game of meaning, you know what I mean? You get to this part of the year and as a fan, you just want to have a game that has basically consequences, and there's none bigger than this one. You know, last game at home for the Tuatara, but both teams kind of fighting for their playoff lives, their playoff existence, their standings right now. So, yeah, man, excited.
I think you and I feel this game is relatively even, but the people at home saying the Tuatara will get the win. A couple of big outs for this game. We'll have that for you a little bit later on as we work through this pre-game. But you can have your say who gets the win. Also, it will be the game MVP. We'll activate that in the second half, but use that QR code mixandpick.com to have your say. There is a 7-time Sal's NBL champion himself. Won a couple, maybe 3 with you, Lindsay Tate. That is Leon Henry.
Yes, sir. Lee transferred over to the Jets to finish out the season, and massive servant to the game here in Aotearoa. He's won a whole lot of championships domestically and also in the ANBL, so great to see him still running around out here in Tamaki Makaurau tonight.
And this is how the ladder looks. These two teams are fighting for one of those spots there. The Jets hanging on, 9 and 8, 5th spot. The Bulls have righted the ship, and they have come into the 6 here. They took down the Jets. Now in that 6th spot, and you can see the Tuatara need 2 more wins to make it into the 6, and if they can't, they'll need to get at least 1, and maybe hope points percentage will get them through, but it's dicey. You see the Giants have 1 more game and a much more favourable points percentage. The Whai have a better points percentage than the Tuatara, but it's all going to come down to the last round perhaps to find out who will be in the 6. 2 huge games tomorrow, the Rams and the Airs. The Saints will be hoping the Airs get up for that one. The Rams have a few games in hand. They have 3 more games to go. Interestingly, that is the last game for the Saints against the Rams on Tuesday. They don't have another game until the semi-final. So they basically got 2 weeks, roundabout, maybe a week and a half before they have somebody in the semi-final. And the Fire and the Jets, that game will be interesting.
Big game. There's also one coming up too, Rams and Franklin to finish out, and that's got massive implications, you know. A team that's already won home seed, they could potentially sit whoever they want, and a team that desperately needs a win, yeah, going to be really interesting to see how they play that one.
That is the last game of the regular season. That will have implications for perhaps the top seed of the South NBL. And also the Bulls. And what will the Rams do with their starting 5? This is the starting 5 for the Manawatū Jets. Rose, Gibson and Goins are your imports. Miller Joes and Russo Nance. It is a very good starting 5. One of the better import trios in the league, along with Russo Nance and the size and length of Miller Joes. This starting 5, they lead the league in steals as a team, and this starting 5 is the reason why. Rose and Dante Russo Nance, 1 and 2 in the league in steals. Russo Nance, just 20 years of age, averaging 19 a game, and you, Lindsay, caught up with him before the game.
Dante, obviously without big bro Corey Webster tonight, man, and kind of significant loss. How's that affected the group, brother?
I don't think it's affected the group at all. We've kind of played without him for most of the season. So I think just sticking to what we do. We had a tough game last game, so I think just bringing the momentum and kind of energy from the start and not letting them get a lead early. It's kind of a big thing for us.
Unbiased Dante, might be that West Auckland background, bro. You're one of my favorite guards. I think you're one of the best in the competition, man. What's your mentality coming into this kind of must-win part of the season, brother?
Well, every game's a must-win, so I'm definitely taking a big load in terms of scoring, taking care of the ball, and leading. So just doing that, I think, is a big key for me in terms of leading our guys and helping us kind of get where we need to going into the end of the season and playoffs. So.
Looking forward to watching you rock, bro.
Oh, man.
That's your guy, Dante Russo Nance. Lindsay Tate, he has been phenomenal, not just in the schoolboy basketball on the North Shore, but also into the South NBL. He's got some burn with the Perth Wildcats, and he's stepping up with the absence of Corey Webster, with a torn Achilles, and our thoughts with Corey right in the early stages of his recovery and then into his rehab. Charles Pride and the Tuatara, that's their starting 5. No Rob Lowe tonight. And Dan Futu gets the call up into the starting 5. Charles Pride into the starting 5. They did have Zach Riley starting the game, but Luther Muhammad, Boy Tuach and Tom Vodanovich round out the 5 for Cam Glidden, and Lindsay caught up with Luther Muhammad before the game.
So no Rob Lowe tonight, brother. Big loss heading into a kind of a must-win situation. How's that affected the group, man?
Rob Lowe, a very important piece to the team, but it's next man up. At the end of the day, we still got goals we got to accomplish, so we got to stay with it and continue to work hard and get the dub for him.
Last year's MVP, man, it's been a pleasure to watch you rock from the sidelines. What's your approach kind of coming into a big game this evening here at home, last one at home before the playoffs start up?
My approach is always the same. Stay relaxed, key in on the key important things we got to do to win a game, and just try to do that to the best of your ability.
I appreciate you, brother. All the best tonight, man.
Both these two teams really don't have problems scoring the ball, but it's their defense that has been a problem. As you can see there, both, especially the Jets, conceding 95.5. Mixed fortunes with win-loss record in the last 5 games, but those 2 names there at the bottom of the screen, stars aren't shining. That is 2 big outs for these 2 teams.
It is, Miles, and again, like you said, like love and light to the brother Corey Webster, you know, one of the greatest to ever do it out here, and had a significant Achilles injury that he's going to work through. I know it won't be the last we see of him. And Rob Lowe, big miss for them this evening with his ankle. Hopefully he'll be back to finish things out this season, but yeah, there's no kind of plastering over it. It'll be a big miss tonight. Also, Nick Barrow missing for the Tuatara, who is kind of like the glue. We spoke about that off air, Miles. You know, he's kind of like does everything for them, and it doesn't show up a lot on the stat sheets, but big loss for them. So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of battle through that this evening.
Great to see Corey on the bench supporting his team. Ryan Jones, Brad Clive, Corey Hogg.
I appreciate Mr. Goins giving us some dap. Miles, I ain't never got that before, bro.
Never had the dap up from
Let's get some love straight away, my man.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, for real.
Kenny Goins giving us the love, saying thank you for your help. Appreciate you, Kenny.
Classy.
It is a classy gesture. Kenny Goins, he's had a great season with the length, averaging 2.8 stocks a game. Split that in half, and that's what he averages steals and blocks. He's out at Michigan State, walk on there. He's 28 years old, and we're about to get ready. Yeah, you're right. If you're going to be without Rob Lowe, you're going to need a Nick Barrow. And Nick Barrow is a wall in the key. Out tonight for personal reasons. The police officer, not at work, did ask.
Caught their last game against Nelson, and Rob unfortunately exited after about a minute, almost a minute and a half of the game, and Nick came in. He was great for the Miles, you know, just as always, solid on D, screens, had his radar locked in on his free throw line jumper, so definitely a big step up this evening for Dan Fotu, and again Tommy V, who's coming off a great game against Nelson. He was a real shining light.
Luther Muhammad with the ball, Tuach. Gibson was on him. He switched over
Great
now.
line.
Great play. Nice work. Pride to Fotu.
Beautiful little pocket pass there from Charlie Pride to get Dan Fotu on the board for an easy layup.
Miller Joes. Here's Russo Nance. Good show on him by Vodanovic. And Luther Muhammad, they felt like that he got all ball on that one.
I agree with him. Thought he got lucky there, Miller Joes. But this is a great opportunity, I think, for young Dante Russo Nance. Again, I'm probably biased, but he's one of my favorite, man. Opportunity with Corey out to really step up, show his worth.
Fotu with the rebound. Vodanovic. Charles Pride came off the bench against the Sharks last round. Fotu giving it to Vodanovic, open 3. And Fotu again, energy off the bench.
Great O-board by Dan Fotu.
Charles Pride strikes that 3. That is a good sign for Charles Pride and Cam Glidden coach. Just getting him involved early. There have been times when Pride has been a little bit passive. And there's one word that you cannot associate with Russo Nance, and that is passive with the ball in hand.
And you're right, Miles, great job by Coach Glidden getting Charlie into the game early and running a couple plays for him.
Heat check time. Goins looking up ahead to Russo Nance. Fotu is everywhere.
It's been great for them early in the passing lanes and on the O-boards.
Here he is going at the Jets, and he's cleaning up his own miss and putting it in.
Second O-board already.
Answering the call. And they've jumped out to a 7-2 lead here.
Looking comfortable at home from Rangi Toto.
Gibson misses. Miller Joes can't control the rebound. Good work from Tuach. Luther Muhammad. Back to Fotu. Vodanovic. Miller Joes almost got a hand on that. Gets the stop. Also Nance
Oh, Goyne's got the mismatch down low.
Certainly does. Charles Pride gambled on it. It's called for the foul.
Thought they missed him their Miles, but good patience by the Jets there, working it in. And it'll be the second foul on the Tuatara for the quarter.
7-2 is the Tuatara lead. Quinton Rose, right hand finish, too strong. Good defense from Tuatara. Muhammad with the mismatch.
Likes this matchup.
Miller Joe's on an island. Does really well until he fouled him.
Yeah, he sized that one up from the jump, Miles. Seeing Miller Joe's out there, the kind of slightly bigger big. Luther Muhammad having his way getting to the cup at ease. Probably kicking himself. He did get the and one there.
Luther Muhammad, just the 7th game for the Tuatara. Averaging 21. He's first in the league in minutes played. And around about 38 minutes a game, Luther Muhammad. He was with the Bulls last year, scoring 21, averaging 4.7 rebounds, 6.7 assists, 2 steals. Makes the second.
MVP of the league last year, Miles?
No, that wasn't Lockie Ulbrich, but he was well in the mix.
Right in there? Yeah.
I would even say he was top 3, if not the second in voting. Luther Muhammad. Congratulations to Lockie Ulbrich.
Yes, sir.
Drafted by the Bulls in the 2nd round yesterday.
Outstanding, man.
55th pick.
Especially the journey he's been on. Salute to the Rams and Lockie.
And the Illawarra Hawks.
Yes.
Champion, double champion. Rams and Hawks.
Tough sledding for the Jets these first 3-4 minutes.
Russo Nance dropping it off to Miller Joes on an island. And another foul. Third team foul for the Tuatara. Isaac Miller Joes played here for the Huskies in 2020. 26-year-old. Had a season with the Saints in 21. He's played some NBL 1 in Aussie. He spent 5 years on scholarship at Manawatū University in Winnipeg. My favourite stat about Winnipeg is that
you love basketball if you spend 5 years at Winnipeg, Miles, and I don't even know what stat you're about to give us.
I think it's got the smallest population for a professional sports team in US, Canada sports in the Big Four. Under 1 million population-wise. Might have to check what Portland is, but anyway, we go the other way. Definitely in the NHL. And then the and one situation coming up for Quinton Rose.
There's a beautiful find there by Dante Russo Nance on the break. Just put it right in the bread basket. Easy lay off the steal here. Again, you said those two leading the league in steals. Turn that into points down the other end.
Quinton Rose shooting 72%. First in the league in steals. Converts it from the Chemist Warehouse line and closes the Tuatara lead to 3.
I'm also giving him nicest shoes of the game right now. Them KDs, mint
KDs
yeah. He got on there are clean.
Those are really nice. Oh, that's pretty too. Luther Muhammad stepping through. Zach Riley's at the scorer's table, ready to check in for Cam Glidden in the Tuatara.
Anytime they switch and put those bigs on Luther Muhammad, he's just blowing right through them for the layup. Great rebound by Charlie Pride there. Guard getting in low. Just watch here, Miles, for the rest of the quarter. Tuatara will be in the bonus, so no fouls to give. Jets will be shooting every time. There's Rose getting them active hands in there again.
Yeah, just
great one more.
5.5 minutes to go, and air ball from Pride.
Yeah, it's a lot of time to play in the bonus if you're the Tuatara, so it'll be interesting to see if they stay matched up.
Russo Nance from
right
deep.
My man. He's been comfortable. He's been lighting up Tamaki ever since he came out.
He was putting up 50 pieces in high school basketball.
Oh, like damn near averaging 50 pieces at one point, Miles. Seen him get like MVP of the 17 championships when he was bottom age 15. So That means he was pretty good.
That means he's real
That's when
good.
you're like playing two age grades up. Now, with kind of like the quality of the game, it's hard to make a team as like a bottom age kid.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, pretty special kid. This kid right here is checking in the game's been doing some special things in the Rapid League as well. Tyson Tatapaesi.
He comes in from Gibson. Great block just before by Goins. Leon Henry in the game.
He said out of Michigan State. Huge university.
Walk
Magic Johnson.
as well, yeah.
Great. Mike Chappelle.
I want to say Tom Izzo.
Remember Mike Chappelle?
I remember Mike
Yeah.
Chappelle.
Michigan State
He could
alumni.
he could
Dave Thomas.
He could score.
Oh, yeah, he could. His
could-
son a baller right now.
Mike Chappelle, I think he had 50 for the Breakers one day.
Yep, I was there.
It's quite the output in a 40-minute game.
In his defense, he didn't have a lot of help around him at that time, so.
Russo Nance is fouled after the steal. Takes a heavy fall. He is conscious. He was prone there, but he's good to go. He'll head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Dylan Wilkie checking in for his first minutes. He's been great for the Tuatara this season. Boy Tuach will get a quick blow. Just on this drive here, you see Dante doesn't even touch the ball with his left hand. It's kind of the defense a lot of the time are waiting for you to put both hands on the ball. So no gather hand, pick up straight into his layup, kind of caught him off guard, brought him a half beat.
Tony Webster, father of Ty and Corey Webster. There was a rumour Ty was going to come and help out
that would
with
have
the
been
Jets
fun.
after spending some time in France playing. But Ty, he wants to have a bit of a vacation and see his son.
Fair enough. How many
can't-
games do you think T-Web's coached in this building? Oh, they're going to call that.
Oh, that's a tough foul. And Tom Vidanovic has asked for and got the delay of game.
Tommy V asked for it. Okay.
Yeah, he did ask.
That's awesome.
And Brad Clive did say, you know what, that is a delay of game.
snitching over here, bruv. Come on.
Tommy V would just say, look, it's a two-way street. If I did that, I'd get that call
Little
against
zone
me.
action here, Miles, from the Jets.
Wilkie in the game, shooting the lights out from deep this season, 47%. And Riley, he'll pull the trigger. To Paese, 29 in Rapid League against the Bulls, just 3 tonight.
Ooh.
Here we go with Rose in the left hand, and he got fouled. I think
I hope he
Vidanovic
got fouled.
is going to be called for that.
Beautiful reject there by Rose. He got it in there.
Speaking
Zero
of
resistance.
Rapid League, Josh Ledger's checking in the game. He had a Rapid League 5-5. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He's 4th in Rapid League in assists. He is surrounded, as he rightly pointed out to us pre-game, he's surrounded by point guards on that list. He's very proud of his passing game, and rightly so.
You're a fun kid to play with, Josh. Good hooper, but he's got a good wide arm about him. Great spirit as well, so you can see. And then have the skill set to be able to facilitate as well. It's great. Straight on the boards.
2 misses. Rapid League, you haven't really caught it. It's 4 4-minute quarters. Only the benches can play. No imports, no restricted players can play in it.
Oh, good.
Therefore,
Great contest by
a
Goins.
Rapid League 5-5, it's like a triple-double in a 40-minute game. It's hard to get. Just one other this season, Jake Holmes from the Rams, for the 13-5-5 game. And there's Ledger on the glass with a tip. The Jets have done well to tie it back up at 11, and now the Tuatara go ahead.
Last couple of minutes, they've gone to that 2-3 zone, the Jets, and just giving up those corner threes and getting hurt a little bit on the O boards.
Rose strokes a 3, takes the lead back.
This end just a half beat late on some of these two-man interactions if you're the Tuatara, giving a little bit too much airspace on the perimeter. Jets have got a lot of deflections, Miles, you're right.
Well, if they're number one team,
passing lanes.
yeah, number one team in steals, then you know they're getting deflections as well. And Luther Muhammad,
A little bit too aggressive out the front there, though, and gave that driving lane to Muhammad for that beautiful little runner down the middle.
Rose had that defended well. Muhammad giving it to Ledger. Ledger getting some burn in the first quarter. No Barrow, no Rob Lowe.
Another deflection.
You've got to be real careful with your passes tonight. Muhammad goes down. He's okay, and Dan Futu has it blocked out of bounds. Cam Glidden wants to talk about it with 2:18 to go. Tuatara will have time to talk about the last couple of minutes of this first quarter. And so far, Lindsay Tate, the Jets are getting their hands active.
Yeah, they've done great to hang close here, Miles, on the road. You know, a little bit undermanned, obviously, but I think being in the bonus early has helped them. So hanging tough. Be interesting to see here. Jets have got fouls to give as well. Only 2 committed so far for this quarter, so they can be aggressive to finish out. Have switched to that zone a little bit, but see if they come out and match up out of this timeout.
Tuatara, after that Charlie Pride 3, have missed their last 8 3-pointers. And Manawatū, 2 for 4. The good thing is, for the Jets, opponents are shooting 36% from 3 against them, which is very high in the context of the league. So to keep the Tuatara at 1 for 9 is a good sign. To be fair, the Tuatara only averaging 32%. They're not a great 3-point shooting team.
They got 9 threes up already?
They put up 9 threes already. They're 1 for 9.
Feels like a lot. Going to stay in the zone, coming out of that timeout, the Jets. 2-3 action.
Futu going at Collins, who's in the game. And Collins commits the foul on Futu. He's had a really good first quarter. There's Dan Futu.
He has, you're right, Miles. He's been really active and aggressive.
4 points, 3 rebounds.
Must be that home cooking back home.
Coming back from the Gifu Swoops in Division 3 for Japan. Enjoyed his time there. Sam Timmins from the Sharks. He enjoyed his time in Japan as well.
Charlie Pride will check back in here for the last 2 minutes.
Just his 6th game for Futu this season. Made the first from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Looking at number 2. Knocks it down. Subs on the make. Pride will come in for Muhammad. A rare rest for Luther Muhammad.
Zach Riley take over the point guard duties here. Coming off the bench this game. Had a really good rapid league game defensively.
He's come back from Fordham University and he's been really good for them.
Short clock here for the Jets. 5 seconds.
Gibson falling away on the baseline. Up ahead to Wilkie. And again, the Jets just with those hands and feet as well.
I thought you had to play at it for that to be a violation, but maybe he thought he did. Still dealing with the zone here, the Tuatara. A little bit rushed, to be honest with you. Would like to see them just slow down, and there we go, get some north-south action as opposed to this hot potato east-west.
Now 1 for 10. It's perplexing the Tuatara's offense.
It's kind of a win. It's a win though, right, Miles? Like,
yeah.
You want them to shoot contested threes right now, so just a little bit more patient. Again, though, you're talking about without Rob Lowe and Nick Barry, you don't have as much of an inside presence there on the post-up, so you're looking at doing it more off the bounce. Or the pass. Great rebound there by Gibson.
You're right, especially Rob Lowe flaring up high on that high post. It's just a great option to run off.
And you've got to honor it. You know, you've got to touch the basketball with some of these other brothers right now respectfully. You can kind of clog it up a little bit more. And obviously the Jets trying to buy themselves a little bit of time with Dante and Goins on the bench. Corey unavailable, just sit in that zone. Smart. And you've got the length of the likes of Leon and that to put back there. So they'll stay in it right now.
16 seconds on the shot clock. Riley for 2. That 3's off. They're settling at the moment against the zone. They really haven't got much going on inside. Why not? Charlie Pride. Goins. Look at that defense, but look at Fotu in amongst 4 Jets.
And that's where they've been the most effective. You know, Dan Fotu crashing that glass, and they've got feet in the paint and going back up or kicking it out to rhythm 3. So awesome so far by Dan Fotu. Start this game off with undermanned without Rob and Nick.
That's his 3rd offensive rebound.
Both teams in the bonus to finish out here.
Fotu. Again at the line. 3 for 3 so far at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Going for point number 8. Give the Tuatara a 3-point lead with 39.5 in the first to go. Successfully does that. Tuatara, yeah.
They'll extend here defensively.
Currently 8th. Slipping down the South NBL ladder.
Play for a 2-for-1 here. Looks like they will be aggressive, Dante. Great find.
Tamanazzo knocking down a 3.
Yeah, Tinashe like that one. They'll have about 5-6 seconds to play with on the clock coming back down here. Tie that thing up. They'll stay in this zone, the Jets. Just saving some energy right now if you're Dante and them.
There's Josh Ledger in that high post action. Riley. Wilkie. Chased off the 3-point line. Again, it's Fotu. That's the problem with a zone, isn't it, Lindsay?
Absolutely. Corner 3s and no boards right now hurting them, but overall, kind of a win. You know, to come out in the first quarter like that and dodge all those bullets with the percentages they're shooting from the 3, you'll take it if you're the Jets. 19
apiece here at Eventfinda Stadium after 1 quarter of basketball. We'll be back shortly.
Here, we've got another 25 minutes by. Are we ready? Going to count them down. We've got Quinton. And who we got? All right, here we go. Let's go, boys. 3, 2, 1, rock and roll. Thanks to South NBL. Still here, the pizza. Every time they get one in, they hear on the budgie. And they grab themselves a pizza. We're 1-1 here. Let's see who grabbed the most. All right, here we go. 2 here for Quinton. Now Jacob Singer looking resplendent here. All right, we've got a few more seconds to keep on rolling. Going. Gonna get past a few of those Jets. They're on there nice and early this time for the turn. Number 25. Who we got in? We got a shot in. Yeah. Oh. Let's go. One more. Here we go. Nicely done. We've got 10, 15 seconds still to go here. At the turn, Zang's got another one. Go Quinton. Another shot. Oh, let's go. Very close, very close. Going to try a different approach this time off the glass. Makes it in. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And stop it right there. Plenty of pizza to give away. Let's hear it for our 2 competitors there.
No, my hooker, mate. Welcome back to Eventfinda Stadium, Lindsay Tate. It is a stalemate after 1 quarter of basketball. 19 apiece. Story of that first quarter. The zone defense successfully defending the Tuatara without the high post action of Rob Lowe. Holding the Tuatara to 1 for 11 shooting. The Tuatara, though, doing great on the glass with a +7 advantage, and therefore having an 11-point second chance points, rather, as we get Gibson breaking the deadlock. The Tuatara, 11 second chance points have kept them in this.
And yeah, it's again, that zone is causing them a lot of issues, and actually just communicating with assistant coach that's home sick, Tim McTamney. A little bit more of a 1-3-1 amoeba type action. It has been effective for them in regards to getting stops and deflections, but just got to clean up those O boards, absolutely.
Josh Ledger off a bailout pass from Tuach. Puts us back at 21, and then we've got another 3. It's Gibson to start the second quarter with 5.
He's got a nice little rhythm going right now, Gibson.
Their 3 balls are falling, that is for sure. They're 4 for 6 are the Jets. And there's a deflection.
There's another deflection. Charlie Pride will check in here for Dylan Wilkie. They're going to match up here out of this.
Let's just see how they defend this play here.
This one they've manned up to come out the second quarter here.
Not so much junk it up, but maybe realize that they probably talked about breaking this zone and that quarter time break. Now they're going to man.
Absolutely.
Muhammad stepping to his right with a long two. And I tell you what, Rose was right there.
Bro, that was an aggressive step back, Miles.
Yeah.
That was right in front of us. Like, he hit him with that thing.
Really did.
Oh, half beat late there.
Russo Nance. Good closeout from Ledger. Tough pass from Tuach.
Goins is mobile, man.
Yeah.
For a big, he just gets his body in front. Easy.
Tuach.
Great find.
Oh, the passing just maybe one too many.
You acknowledge that there, Josh. You need to put that thing on the ring.
They collapsed on him quickly as well. God! Miles Gibson with another bucket. He's got 8 now in less than 2 minutes.
You can tell he started running back before that thing hit the bottom of the net. He's feeling good right now, Gibson.
Tommy V's about to check back in for the Tuatara. For 2. Tuach for 3. Now they're 1 for 12.
Great look, and soon it's going to be time to start throwing some shot fakes and getting in the paint, getting those feet in the paint, putting some heat on the ring, getting to the free throw line.
Ooh! Ah, Pride came across and got a block.
Good push, good pass.
Tuach. Goins commits the foul. And Vodanovic will come back into the game.
Shout out to Coach McTamney at home sick. Wishing him a speedy return as well. Got old Ethan Rusbatch over here courtside, Miles, checking the game out.
Yep. Ian Aquera, I believe. My eyes fail me.
Little scout action.
Congratulations to the Bulls riding their ship back in the 6. Everyone's around them though.
Right.
You know, they're like the lone bull in the stockyard.
It's a full house right now.
Tuach making the second. Jets with a 1-point lead. Good start to the second quarter. They give Rose room. This is the 3. Pride looking to push. See if they can get some transition out of their misses. Can the Tuatara? Muhammad with his feet set. That's good, Luther Muhammad with another long ball. This time it's a 3.
I'm not sure what happened there, why Rose left Muhammad, but he left him in the corner kind of to double the ball, and it's almost like he disrespected him on that one, and Muhammad punished him.
Goins counted and 1.
You could hear the staff there yelling on that matchup for something different, but they half beat late the Tuatara, and Goins kept it for the easy layup, tie things up here. Both teams with their first foul for the quarter.
Kenny Goins at the line, 69% in the season. Makes it, converts the 3-point play. Gives the Jets the lead again.
Here's this zone action that we're talking about, this kind of 1-3-1. Tyson will kind of follow the level of the ball. See these boards.
Oh, Luther Muhammad's on fire. He's got a smile on his face and he's talking to the bench. I wonder if Corey Webster's got things to say.
And after shooting 9% in the first quarter, Miles, as a team, things can only go up for the Tuatara, so starting to heat up from the perimeter right now.
Isaac Miller-Joes powers to the cup. Luther Muhammad has 14 points.
Stay in this zone. Tuatara will keep firing up threes.
Why not? It's working in the second quarter for Luther Muhammad, the long ball. His foot just inside the 2-point territory on the first one. Made no mistake of it. The last couple. Ledger will give Dan Futu a bit of a rest. It's all tied up at 31.
You can see the Tuatara here, just they caught it all, just kind of finding their balance between taking these rhythm open looks from the perimeter, and if we're not hitting, getting stuff that's effective inside, off penetration in the paint.
The rest of the Tuatara are 1 for 13. 1 for 12 rather from, no, make it 1 for 13. 3 for 15 overall, the Tuatara from deep. Luther Muhammad has only missed one shot. He's 5 for 6.
Little happy feet there.
Yeah.
Tyson on that play.
Still tied at 31. Turnover for the Jets. And that is turnover number 3, same as the Tuatara.
One positive though, dead ball turnover, so they can get their defense set.
Pride in the corner, in trouble.
Couple there. He's a great facilitator, Josh, but every now and then he's got to play for himself as well.
Oh, there's a deflection.
You said, oh, you're about to steal that one, yeah?
And that is
time out for a Tuatara here.
A nice play. And Quinton Rose gets the steal. He's the best in the league at doing it. And that is enough for Cam Glidden to call a timeout. And that gives the Jets a 2-point lead. There he is. Quinton Rose, Tuach tracking back. Had to just stand there and watch him lay it in.
Just telegraphed that one a little bit, but he's been impressive, Rose. This is the first time I've got to see him play with this Jets unit, and just plays at his own pace, but he's an athlete and obviously great in the passing lanes, but really effective on the offensive end as well, especially with Corey being out this evening.
Yeah, Quinton Rose, you can see Luther Muhammad, that's the 2. Tiptoeing on the line, made no mistake of that one. And Muhammad, another 3.
And when he's hitting from the perimeter, he's a problem. Things start to open up behind that first line of defense, and that's when he's really a nightmare.
He wasn't a volume 3-point shooter when he was with the Bulls. He's come back here, and he's just at 29%, but as you can see, he's got a stroke. He can fill it up. Sample size is small. This is just the 7th game this season since answering the Tuatara call. And he is well on his way.
He's halfway to 30 right now, got 14 points. We still got only played a quarter, less than a quarter and a half, so he's on a heater right now, Luther Muhammad. Jets will stay extend here, a little bit of pressure out of the timeout. Then just fall back, little smoke and mirrors.
This is a great job that Tony Webster's done with a Jets unit, an organisation that just last few seasons hasn't been able to put it together. And then he's got them playing great defense, committed. You can see them on the glass there, doing their best. We've got a foul and the bucket. Hustle. They are getting cleaned up on the glass at the moment, are the Jets. That is for sure.
And that's the one. That is the one right there that's really hurting them right now. Those O boards, Miles. Just to touch on the point you made previous, you know, you're right. Great job by Coach Webster and his outfit in turning this Jets organization around. And you've seen, I think, at the end of their last game, they had a big haka from all the local community there, just kind of acknowledging the strides they've made in the basketball community down there. So shout out to everybody involved in the Jets group this year.
Lead back for the Tuatara. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Tuatara turning up the heat a little bit defensively here.
9th offensive rebound on that last play for the Tuatara.
Man, 9 extra possessions.
That is pretty much their average on the offensive glass this season for the Tuatara. Vidanovic.
And that's without Rob and Nick.
Yeah, that's right. Another offensive rebound. Ooh. And there's Luther Muhammad again. I think he's got 11 in the quarter. Might have 13.
He's ultra aggressive right now, and you can see kind of the energy he's carrying himself with, that he's going to play that way this evening. A little bit of a knuckleball on that one, but bottoms. Rose again.
Is he sweating? Just the 7th game this season for the Jets.
He's chilling out here.
He's chill. He is very chill. Pride. Vidanovic.
Oh, good D. You got to run him off the line. Miller Jose. Oh, he got to be aggressive here.
Josh
like that by Ledger. I like that by Ledger.
On the reverse. Answering the call for Cam Glidden.
Beautiful. She's got that little guard down there. That's called mouse in the house, Miles.
He's got
put him right in the rim.
6 now. He's got 3 offensive rebounds as well, has Josh Ledger. Been really good in this game. Gibson misses that. Pride up ahead. Luther Muhammad, who else? What a second quarter for Luther Muhammad and the Tuatara.
No timeout here for the Jets. They're just going to play it out right now. Just over 3 minutes left in the half.
Oh. Luther Muhammad's got 13 in this quarter. He's got the ball again. Up ahead to Zach Riley. And goaltending from Leon Henry.
He'll come the timeout now, a possession later.
And now the Jets want to talk about it. What a performance from Luther Muhammad in the second quarter. It had been tied, the lead was changing, now they've gone on a run and they lead by 8. Timeout, Manawatū.
It all started at the defensive end there, Miles. 2-3 possessions where they locked in and turned them over, and a couple sloppy turnovers. And Luther Muhammad, the recipient of some perimeter action, and also with the ring. Great signs of the Tuatara right now at home, bumping this thing out to 8.
He is 5 for 5 in this quarter, Luther Muhammad. He has been fire. 19 points in the half. The only miss he's had is from 3.
Probably just a note here too for the Jets, Miles. Kenny Goins on 3 fouls. Having to sit him down. It's probably hurt them a little bit with all these offensive boards that they're giving up out here right now, the Jets.
Well, they concede. They get cleaned up on the glass. They concede 46.5 rebounds on average a game. That is worst in the league, and you can see why.
Yeah, you take Goins out, playing a lot of zone. And again, that's without Tuatara don't have Rob Lowe and Nick Barrow, who you'd assume would be putting pressure on the O boards, you know. Only 3 fouls committed the entire quarter, so not the most aggressive defensive quarter from either team.
Just 70% of their defensive rebound secured. That's last in the league for the Jets.
Dante Russo Nance back in to steady the ship. Great call by Coach Webster.
And a foul. Ledger will pick that up, battling with Collins. That's Dion Collins. Played around, played some NBL 1, went to an NAIA school in America, played in Sweden, UK. Dion Collins, 28-year-old, gives them some size off the bench. Here's Rose, 5 seconds. Gibson, closeout from Muhammad, it did not matter. Josh Ledger might have caught something there underneath.
Big hit there by Gibson. That'll take him up to 12, I believe. Miles missed his last couple before that, but shot that one with a lot of confidence, and it was bottoms. They'll stay in the zone here, the Jets.
It's worked for them so far in this first half. They just have to secure rebounds. Muhammad.
It's a luxury having Rose and Nance out there in the passing lanes.
Oh my. Another bucket for Luther Muhammad. He's got 21 overall, 15 in the second quarter.
Almost scored half their points right now.
Gibson for 3. Offensive rebound tip to Russo Nance, who gets it back. 8 to shoot. Gibson. Little jump up on the pull-up. Nice from Gibson.
Simple and effective basketball right now from Gibson. He's been real aggressive to end the second quarter.
He moves to 14. Muhammad.
See, they just got Rose and Nance out here like free safeties, just playing them passing lanes.
6 to shoot for Muhammad. Ledger going at Leon Henry, left it short. 5 is the lead. Minute 30 to go in this first half. Eventfinda Stadium. Rose, runner, Ledger, rebound. Pride gives it up to Muhammad.
Couple behind the ball here for the Jets.
Vodanovic has it poked, another deflection, another turnover. Here's Gibson. Nice defense from Zach Riley. And another deflection, this time another steal.
That was the one they called on Dante earlier. I do get confused sometimes, Miles, with the wrap behind foul, when they're going to call it and when they're not.
Yeah, you're right. Zach Riley, he did such a good job there, and I don't feel like he's been rewarded. He almost intercepted it, then threw it off the Jets player, who must have been out of bounds or was about out of bounds. Just look at that job there.
Oh yeah, why is that not
Tuatara He threw it off Gibson.
How was Zach there?
Anyway, Jets ball, doesn't matter what we saw. We don't have the angle. The referee's right there. Now it's Gibson going at Tuach. This is a great matchup. Tuach got him on the arm. Miles Gibson answering what Luther Muhammad's doing at the other end.
And again, Miles just simple and effective. Couple dribbles, put his back on him. Open the window and close one on the other side. Little right hand hook. Good money.
Gibson at the line. Luther Muhammad calls the BNZ player timeout. 42.8 to go on the game. Gets it across half, 19 seconds. What do they have up their sleeve here? Get your ticket to the big game. Scan the QR code for a chance to get tickets to the last round of the regular season. Now the Tuatara, what do they have? Tuach to inbound the ball. Luther Muhammad has been spectacular. 15 points in this quarter. Vidanovic to Ledger. Oh, Luther Muhammad has 18 in this quarter. He is knocking it down from all over the floor. 15 in the quarter for Gibson. 29.8 to go. The Jets can call their BNZ player timeout if they want to. Might burn a little bit of clock. There's around about 5.5 second difference. Russo Nance will work the clock down. Riley on him. 5 to shoot. Gibson's got the hot hand for the Jets. Falling away over Tuach. Miles Gibson again. 3 seconds, Zach Riley, and that will do us. What a second quarter. Gibson versus Muhammad, as advertised. 48-45, the Tuatara lead by 3. Well, this game has got it all. And we have a game on our hands here. The home team up 3. We thought it might be close with 2 big outs. And it is going back and forth. And let's go to Lindsay Tate, who's got Dante Russo-Nance.
Dante, solid half, brother. You guys kept it to 3. Obviously, Luther Muhammad got hot there at the end, bro. What you got for me?
I think it's just realizing where the shooters are at all times. Muhammad's not down 3, so that wasn't an out, but we got that.
For sure. Fun game, man. Looks like there's a little bit of chit-chat out there. How are you feeling heading into the second half?
I'm liking where we're at. We're only down 3. In the away arena, so I feel pretty good where we're at. We just need to get on the glass and keep fighting.
Look forward to it, brother.
Dante Russo-Nance has got 7, and it's a Tuatara 3-point lead. We'll go to the break and we'll talk about the stats afterwards, because it was a second quarter to remember between Gibson and Muhammad. We'll be back shortly at Eventfinda Stadium.
folks, something very cool here. Thanks to our game day partners, Trisha. We're going to bring out in a minute a couple of competitors here from the Trisha crew to do a bit of a challenge Formula One style with our Chase Cup. Now we've got here the challenge which we'll go through in a moment. But please welcome a special guest of ours, the Group General Manager of Trisha, Rodney Gillard. Let's give him a hand.
Hi everyone, welcome. I'm lucky enough to be the General Manager of Tristram European, and just I'd like to first welcome you all to our sponsored night. If you have a look, we're a family community. We love our customers, and up there, big shout, that's all the Tristram people up there. And over here, so thank you for coming guys. Look, we're a real, we're big this family-owned business, and we're big on community, and we're really proud to support Tuataras. On my left here is Mark Hayward, the owner, and the two guys down here is his sons, and as you can say, we're a family business and part of them. We've got Cruz and Austin. Cruz is 20, Austin's 18, Austin runs the tyre shop, Cruz is one of the sales guys, so you can obviously see we are a true family business. So I'm part of Tristram and on the Tuataras. Welcome everybody, go to the Tuataras and have a great night. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Rodney. Gillard there from Trisha Group. All right, this is going to be fun. We've got Formula One cars out here, and we've got the Oracle Red Bull up against the Mercedes. Let's hope it's Max Verstappen's version, not the one probably Lawson was in earlier in the year, but we're about to find out. We've got Austin and Cruz here, ready to roll. It's the first one through, will win. Here we go. It's Team Red Bull against Mercedes. Let's count them down. 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, I'll be able to tell you in a moment. Oh, look at this. Good start there. Oh, we've got contact already. All right, the Mercedes has gone off. And we have the Red Bull not too far.
Welcome back to Eventfinda Stadium. And what a second quarter we had, Lindsay Tate. It was a shootout between two star players, Luther Muhammad and Miles Gibson. 18 points for Luther Muhammad in that quarter, 17 for Miles Gibson. And let's have a look at your points and stats leaders, all thanks to the Chemist Warehouse.
That was one of the most fun quarters I've been a part of this season for sure, Miles. You know, them two put on a show and then got these other brothers in behind them chipping in. So definitely a fun half. Going to be exciting second and really important second half coming up.
We look at the rebounds and it is lopsided on the rebound stat. It's
basically been the difference of the game, Miles. You know, the Tuatara just smoking them on the boards right now, offensive especially, but defensive as well, and it's turning into points. If they can take care of that, man, the Jets going to be in really good position heading into the end of this game.
13 assists on 17 rather field goals for the Tuatara. Just 7 assists overall for
these two. 6 steals already.
That's what they do. They are the #1 team in steals. It's just their last in rebounds. And that has been arguably the difference. 17 second chance points. That is how many the Tuatara have with a 3-point lead.
Again, part of that, I think, Goins, you know, they do give up a lot of boards, but Goins did have to sit for big portions of that second with foul trouble. Potentially look for like a toe-tip or Wynyard to come in, you know what I mean, and take care of that. Just if you're playing that zone, just put that big young body at the back there, take up space and gobble up some of them boards.
Well, there is no greater defender, in my opinion, in basketball than halftime. It has remained undefeated. Can a 12-minute break cool off Gibson and Luther Muhammad, or will we have more fireworks at Eventfinda Stadium? We'll find out. We'll have a break and we'll come back with the third quarter for you shortly.
Bit of a bonus here. All right, we've got John here looking to win back to Trisham up on the big screen. It's a quick fire challenge here. Name that car if you know it. Maybe the crowd will help out as well. Let's see, we've got until the end of when the bar goes across to name it. All right, with John here, of course.
Hello, mate.
You know it, it's going well.
Very well. It's starting. Tuatara!
Oh yeah! The time here, you've been a huge supporter. Enjoyed the things.
Hell yeah! Manawatū, Tuatara, all the way!
Alright, keep the faith. Here we go. Let's have a look at your challenge. And you've got till the end here. Name that car thanks to Tristram European. Do you know it? It's actually not too far from where we're sitting.
Go to...
A bit closer.
Go to...
It's going Kodiak. Let's have a look. Yes, it is. The audience go to Kodiak. Available at Tristan right now. It's there for John. He doesn't win the Kodiak, but he can go check it out. But he's won some gear here thanks to Tristan. He's got a new hat and a drink bottle as well. The other one.
Welcome back to Eventfinda Stadium, everyone. Last home game for the Tuatara in the regular season of 2025 in the NZNBL. And they have a 3-point advantage over the Manawatū Jets. Fireworks in that second quarter. 18 second quarter points for Luther Muhammad. 24 at the half.
He's halfway to a 50-piece.
You made
Mr. Muhammad
just made a good point in the break there, Lindsay Tate. He's on track for a 50-piece, but the season high, individual-wise, for points, 6 players have had 36, including for the Jets, Quinton Rose. So Luther Muhammad, they'll need all the points tonight without Rob Lowe. And they haven't been able to get much out of others in this game. Dan Fotu was all energy on the glass. He's got 8. And the Tuatara is starting to even up a little bit between these two teams. Now favouring the Jets, the Tuatara at 56%, 44% for the Jets. And we'll see if Gibson, who only had 2 points heading into the second quarter, he's now got 19 at the half. He was witnessing what Luther Muhammad was doing, and he was like, I can see you doing that. Let's go again. It was
18 and 17 respectively.
Blow for blow, yeah, that's right. The Tuatara without Luther Muhammad from downtown are 1 for 14 from 3. Luther Muhammad's 4 of 5. It's a plus 13 rebound advantage though for the Tuatara, and they have 17 second chance points
off those boards, predominantly. Because they're doing a pretty good job. Both teams are looking after the ball. Not a lot of live ball turnovers. Really the big difference is O boards and these imports putting the ball in the hoop right now.
Third quarter about to start. It will be Tuatara ball.
They'll leave Goins off here, Miles, with his 3 fouls. Just to start this third quarter, Leon Henry will get the nod.
Back underway, third quarter, and it's the man with everybody's eyes on him in the gym.
Still in this 1-3-1 amoeba type zone look for the Jets.
Another
deflection.
You are right,
from these guards.
Luther Muhammad. Oh, he's back. 12-minute break did not cool him off. He has now moved to 27. League high, points-wise, for individuals is 36. 6 players have it. Gibson's been one of them.
I'm saying he's going to get it, yo. Can I put that out there?
Oh, yes, he answers himself.
Someone's going to get it, Miles, tonight. Either one of these brothers.
He's got 21.
They're going to stay in this zone, even though Mr. Muhammad's on a heater. The rest of the team is not, though, which will be factoring into this thinking from Coach Webster and the Jets.
Muhammad wants it bad. They close on him.
He is being a hungry receiver right now.
Charlie Pride knocks down another 3.
Sour. And I seen him at halftime shooting, man. He came over here to the bench and he was feeling good about things. And
Russo Nance has it taken away from him. We'll stay with the Jets, though.
Great to see him knock one in to start this quarter, Charlie Pride. Out of Syracuse, my man Devendorf. Shout out Eric Devendorf. One of the great ones to play out here.
Absolutely. You visit the country recently?
Yeah, he came to stay with me, man.
Gibson,
my man Gibson again.
Oh my.
I love his game. It's so simple but effective. He's not out here dribbling the air out of the ball.
23 for him. He's got 21 as an average this season. Muhammad's already beaten his average. He came into this game averaging 21. Oh, he's human.
Another O ball.
It's Fotu again.
One just kind of spilled out of Miller Joseph's hands.
Charlie Pride with another 3.
Beyond one. That's 3 threes to start the quarter. Might have to look at something different defensively.
Did I really say the rest of the team was 1 for 14 from 3? Charlie Pride has a steal. Miller Joes with the foul.
I just watched 7 games of the NBA playoffs, NBA finals, Miles, and they were not calling that foul.
They didn't call that all playoffs. They let them play in the playoffs.
That would have to be the most physical I've seen in NBA
for a long time.
Man. Which made it so much fun, to be honest with you.
We're childs of the 90s. We saw some physical play. We saw some scores in the 70s. Points, that is.
In all honesty, Miles, Tuatara aren't really executing a whole lot against the zone right now. We're just kind of getting into gaps and playing, hot potato. And
it's been the shot making of Muhammad. And the offensive,
Charlie Pride as well.
The offensive rebounding.
Aye, absolutely. And lack of from the Jets.
Another deflection. We have busy hands. Stays with the Tuatara. 14 on the shot clock.
They're matching up here on the short shot clock, the Jets. Had enough of these threes.
Every game is must win, it feels like, in the Sal's NBL, but both these teams know what's at stake. Perhaps a spot on the 6. Ooh. Pride, another one. Oh, he's gone 3 for 3 in the third.
And you love that, Miles. We were speaking a little bit off air. You know, Charlie Pride kind of finding himself early in the season, and he's done great for them down the stretch here with Tuatara.
Foul on Rose.
And just when you need him, like biggest game of the year, he comes in, starts this third, and knocks down 3 threes to get you going.
Charlie Pride quickly to 15. He had 6 at halftime. 3 straight threes for him.
Got a couple games out of the starting lineup, and they tried Zach Riley in there, you know, a little bit more defensive minded, but Charlie Pride for sure showing his worth again this evening. Tuatara starting to look like they're having a little bit of fun out here. You can see Luther Muhammad talking to his crew.
You mentioned Charlie Pride's nickname, Sour. He loves Sour Patch Kids, the candy.
I've been eating all your Sour Patch Kids over here in between the breaks.
Oh, they're for us. They're for us. It's a give and go situation here.
I appreciate you, man. I'm going to have to start bringing some give. Not just be the go guy. A little at action here for Tommy V.
Miller Joes gets put down. Another 3 for Charlie Pride. That's 4.
For my sound effects, but you see that man was lining that one up early, and the radar is locked in right now for Charlie Pride.
12 straight points for Charlie Pride.
Nice.
Russo Nance to the cup.
Smooth right there from Dante. Cut this thing to 10. They better find Charlie Pride here.
I tell you what, Miles Gibson is right on Charlie Pride. Look at the defense.
Yeah. Someone set a screen for him.
Don't forget about Luther Muhammad. 2 arches open. Vodanovic, 5 to shoot.
Look at that move.
Stepping over Leon Henry. Oh, for 2, another one.
Miller Jost has got to get some hits on these boards. He's getting gobbled up right now.
He is.
Ooh, nice rejig.
Muhammad flips it up and in. What an acrobatic move from Luther Muhammad. And he's a smile as wide as the Auckland Harbour Bridge. And a foul on Russo Nance as he drives to the cup. Goodness me, we have been treated in this game. Look at Luther Muhammad take the contact.
Hit him with the Bob Cousy balls. Didn't even touch him with his left hand. It's all right hand on him.
Luther Muhammad has 29 points. Miles Gibson 23. Charlie Pride has accelerated to 17. Dan Futu is just a monster on the offensive glass.
I was about to say, Mal, shout out to Dan Fortu. We just got to see here for a quick blow. Josh Ledger checking in, done an awesome job, you know, kind of unsung of getting these guards some extra looks out here and getting them loose, getting them hot.
5 offensive rebounds for Futu. He, his brother Isaac and sister Ella, 3 of them playing for the Tall Blacks and Tall Ferns.
Crazy talented whānau.
Great to see his parents.
Always in the building.
Sister and brother were here last game.
The whānau's always giving back to the basketball community.
Badanovic, great closeout.
Rose
from
again
Rose.
with a deflection. That's what I like to see. Dante getting aggressive here at down 10. I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
Clear out. Charlie has it. Pull up, Charlie. Pull up. You've got to close out on him. Oh, he's human as well. Gibson, Henry sets the pick. Miles Gibson with Ledger on him. Nice closeout from Josh Ledger.
It's a great contest on the back from Coach Glidden as well. I like that. I respect that as a
he stayed in his coach's
player
box.
that's come over to the coaching role.
He's seen that action for a shooter. Oh, Tuach stepping through, left hand, can't get the roll.
Nice little move, just left it a little bit short.
What feels like a rare defensive rebound for the Jets.
Good find.
Oh, unlucky. Might have been just tipped, but it did come off the fingertips of Gibson. Still with his 10-point lead, the Tuatara.
Love this here, Miles. Luther Muhammad's really hollering at his group to get them organized right now. It's exactly what you want out of your point guard. Making sure everyone's on the same page for this position. Little turnout action here for Charlie. It's been hot. Flare screen.
Ooh, just caught it. To Charlie Pride. Looking to operate, stolen. Here comes Rose in the open floor. And a timeout coming for Cam Glidden. Quinton Rose with the steal. There's no one better in the league in the passing lanes than Quinton Rose.
I like that timeout by Coach Glidden. Miles, just stop the bleeding when it's at 8. Been on a great run, you know. Jets starting to get a little bit of rhythm and momentum. Just stop that.
64-56. Time for us to catch our breath. Just under the midway point of the third quarter. Charlie Pride, he started so hot.
You would assume the defensive intensity would ramp up a little bit. It's been a pretty loose, free-flowing half of this third quarter. Only 3 fouls committed total, so just kind of trading a lot of perimeter blows. A lot of zone action we've seen in 0 balls.
Charlie Pride, 3 threes in this quarter, 17 points overall, 11 points in this quarter. Muhammad, he's got 29. He's 11 for 13, Lindsay Tate.
He looks great this evening. He looks super aggressive, super confident. You know, he's really leading the troops vocally and obviously just with his effort and energy that he's putting on the court, man, being a pleasure to watch. I mean, you named the schools before. You said he went to Ohio State and Arizona State?
That's correct.
Okay.
Muhammad.
Basketball. You don't get into those establishments without being a legit hooper.
Now, the owner of the Tuatara has to get off the floor because he's engaged
Does
the
he
crowd.
really? He owns this whole thing. Like,
Yeah,
you're
he's
Jackie Moonen, bro.
Here he is.
You'll just wait till I'm finished.
There's no beers. There are no beers at halftime.
Oh, I like this little high-low action here.
The kick. Pride in the
Fly by.
corner. That's the 4th 3 in the quarter. Charlie Pride.
Man, confidence and rhythm is a beautiful thing, man. When you see it, you can go either way. And right now, it's on the positive. And Charlie Pride is on a heater. That's his 4th 3?
4th 3 in the quarter.
Great contest.
Good ball movement by the Jets. And we got a foul. And it's going to be on Leon Henry. He's saying he got his arm grabbed, I think. But he will pick up the personal foul. Great crowd in at Eventfinda Stadium for this one.
Great crowd. You're right, Miles. They open up the top. Way up the top. Pulled the curtain back. Another turnout here for the Tuatara. Look at a little flare screen action on the weak side.
Tuach. Oh, what a block.
Damn.
Gibson got up.
Great timing.
Here he is the other way. And he got hit by Ledger.
Dan Fotu will check in here after that foul on Josh Ledger.
Fotu doing great work on the offensive glass. It's been a relief for the Jets for him being on the bench.
Great job of moving his bigs around without no two of his main bigs available this evening. Nick Barrow and obviously Rob Lowe getting great minutes out of his bigs. Dan, Tommy V.
And Corey Webster obviously for the Jets out with that Achilles injury. He's on the bench at the moment for the Jets. Great to see Corey in the building.
Yeah, it is great to see him there, man.
On his recovery journey, and into his rehab journey, no doubt.
Send out good vibes over to him, man. Help him heal right.
Gibson gets the second.
What's he up to now, 25?
I believe so.
Yo, 25 and 29. This boy's putting on the show. There's another steal. Oh,
has to be
yeah, it has to be
a conversation at least between the three referees.
There ain't no one in front of him.
Was there a play at the ball? It is an unsportsmanlike foul on Dan Fotu. So 2 shots and possession for the Jets, which is going to help here because they are down 9 with 3:32 to go.
And a tough one, right, for the layman, right, Miles, like an unsportsmanlike in that scenario, like he wasn't trying to hurt anybody, right? But basically, anytime there's a scenario where you don't have a defensive player in front of the ball and you foul them, it's automatically an unsportsmanlike foul.
It's taken away from the flow of the game.
I used to be crazy in Europe with it, Miles. Couldn't even get any fast breaks.
Russo Nance misses the second. They will have the ball. 8 is the Tuatara lead. See another deflection steal and Russo Nance.
Just like that with an unsportsmanlike, they'll be in the bonus again, the Tuatara, for the remainder of the quarter. So up 8, but they can't foul, or they're putting the Jets to the line for the next 3.5. Jets have done a great job of managing their fouls, but probably plays into them playing a lot of zone and giving up a whole lot of O-balls as well.
Russo Nance stepping back.
Nice move.
Major with a rebound.
Muhammad on the push.
Here we go.
Great find.
Charlie Pride, not again.
Yep.
Oh, it's nothing but net.
Yep.
I don't think they've touched the rim in
and that's
the quarter.
a great point guard play there. Luther Muhammad, you could see him pushing. You could see if he wanted to, he could be aggressive at the ring, but he knew that his wings on a heater and he found him. I wouldn't be surprised if he does it here again, Miles.
Muhammad, up ahead to Riley.
Skip.
Muhammad with a floater. Oh, it's another
tip.
Offensive rebound.
Hit him.
Hit it again, Charlie.
Ooh. Not supposed to be cheering for anybody, just getting excited.
I'm here for the game.
Yeah.
If it's someone else on the Jets, I'm here for them as well.
Yes, sir.
But at the moment, it's Charlie Pride.
This man here has been on a heater himself, Gibson. You can't go under him.
Gibson misses that. Ledger, another rebound. He's been great.
He's been great on the boards.
Here's answered the call from Cam Glidden. No Low, no Barrow. 11 now, the lead.
Oh, that's
Charlie
too much
Pride.
separation.
Here we go. He's off the bounce. Good defense from the Jets. Zach Riley. That 3 is good. Oh my goodness, it's raining triples in the third. And Tony Webster and the Jets have to call timeout here.
And basketball is a game of runs.
It's
a game of rhythm. And you can see it right here in the second half from the Tuatara. You know, first half they couldn't hit the ocean if they fell in it. They were about 9%, I think, in the first quarter. And now, you know, Charlie Pride comes out, hits 4 or 5 threes, and then all of a sudden everyone's got confidence in the building. Ring looks like a hula hoop. Everyone's knocking them down, blowing this thing open, wide open right now.
That is their 7th 3 of the quarter. Charlie Pride has 5 of them. And they are clean. Look at this
Great
one.
job of his teammates finding him as well, you know, and trusting each other, sharing the ball. Like you said, the hockey assist that often doesn't show up on the stat sheet. They've been great this evening under the Tuatara in their last home game. Perfect time to find some rhythm.
This is a great game for Charlie Pride to step up for. At times, he's been quiet through patches. The game sort of passed him by at times, but he has stepped up in this third quarter. Charlie Pride, he had 6 points at half-time, and now he's up to 11.
And you love to see that, Miles. It's not always an easy ask being a young import, you know what I mean? Coming to one of the bigger market teams in our league and being asked to produce in kind of broken or limited minutes. And he's definitely done that this year, thugged it out and found his way. So salute to Charlie.
Charlie Pride, 17 in this quarter.
Great to see Totoko Wynyard out here, the young big.
Collins with the board. 8 to shoot. Tabanazzo. Oh, that three's good. Little spark off the bench for the Jets.
It came out uber aggressive there. Tinashe missed the first one and not hesitant on that second one, knocked them down. Going to match up here, the Jets. That zone feel like it's hurting them a little bit.
Charlie Pride misses the three.
Little heat check. Great push from Tinashe.
Here's Rose, aggressive on the drive. Tries to drop it off. Who else but Charlie Pride in the third? Gets the steal. Muhammad. Around Collins, into Wynyard. Riley finding Ledger. Gets it back to Zach Riley.
Oh, Josh has got there. Everyone's calling Mouse.
They are to our right, the Tuatara. Oh, Muhammad! What the hezzy? What in the hesitation move was that?
Little hands up, hezzy, same one we seen Miles kind of put that in his pocket and rocked them to sleep. He's 5 away from tying that season record.
31. Oh, Miles Gibson.
He's right behind him on 27 right now, Miles Gibson. They just, every time Luther scores, Miles come down and score, huh?
Yeah. It is punch, counter punch, thrust and parry.
Hey. Jets here have got a couple of fouls to give if they want it. Nobody out there in any serious foul trouble. In actuality, the only person on the court right now with 1 foul is Collins for the Jets.
I think the conversation is there's somebody up above to the Tuatara bench that's got a horn.
Are you not allowed to bring a horn?
I don't believe so. It's not like you're bringing a cowbell to Orange Theory Stadium for the Super Rugby final, but a horn is off-putting, and then, you know, for the referees, they think it might be a timeout indicated by the score bench. And so we're back underway. Around about a 5.5 differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Muhammad.
Oh, look at this matchup right
dancing
here.
with Rose.
Oh,
almost put him down.
Touchdown. Rose out there locking up though.
Nicely done. Oh, Muhammad, great defense from the Jets, but another offensive rebound. Charlie Pride for another 3.
Oh, good pass.
Great look. Can't get the roll, but it'll hit to the line. Gibson to the cup. Great
Worst
look
case
from
scenario
Collins.
there for the Tuatara.
Absolutely.
Kind of give up a long contested 3 and then the leak out. Almost the and one. Gibson's going to keep chipping away here, potentially get up to 29 after these free throws.
What a performance from Gibson and Muhammad and Charlie Pride.
You get 4 bounces on the ring and she drops in. That's when you know you're feeling good.
Muhammad has 31, Pride has 23, Gibson moves to 29. And Charlie Pride's 3-quarter heave goes awry, so we'll take a break and we'll have the 4th quarter for you. And my goodness, it has been a game so far. The Tuatara have a 9-point lead back soon.
Next challenge up on court. Let's go see what's going on here. We've got our Wucha bubble tea crowd. Who we got here? Archie, I love that. And your name? Archie and Isaac, they're going to be in this team. We've got 3 other teams here ready to rock and roll as well. Now they're going to be bouncing the ball along to each other, and then when they finish their task, they're going to go into this here to try and win some Ucha bubble tea. It's coming down, guys. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Right, what arms have we got? And watch out in the crowd. Nicely caught. That's a Lacey then. A Lacey special. All right, so they're going to throw to each other a number of times. They've been practicing here. Not that you know by that straight away. Let's get it back. Here we go. Keep on rolling. Here we go, my friends. All right, keep it going. We've got about 20 seconds. And then when you get to the end of your challenge, chuck it into the jar. Here we go, count them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's over. Well done, if you got your ball in there, you've won yourself a bright little Wucha. Bubbles here, amazing pies.
Welcome back to Eventfinda Stadium, where it might just be renamed Luther Muhammad Stadium or Charlie Pride's floor. He was 5 of 10 from 3 in that third quarter. I don't think he's come close to hitting 5 threes in a game this season, Charlie Pride, and if he has, all apologies to him. But he and Luther Muhammad have given the Tuatara a chance at a playoff spot with a 9-point lead with 10 minutes to go here against the Manawatū Jets, who are currently in the 5th spot on the ladder, and the Tuatara are 8th. Gibson misses that to start us. See Rose just on his haunches there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
scouting for a steal.
Two boys out here are constantly playing passing lanes and being a nuisance. Dante and Rose. There we go with another
deflection. Dante Russo
look at
Nance.
that pass.
What a look. Miller Jones gets up and puts it down.
Dang!
Throws it down with the right hand. What an assist from Russo Nance.
I was not expecting that. Whoa.
He got up.
Great finish. Great D, great. Look at that.
Look at it.
That's an assist. Oh, Lord. Great finish. Miller Jones. Cut this thing to 7.
He's had a tough night of it in the paint. Miller Jones.
Hard for him, Miles, being the back man in that zone. Just had big bodies running at him all night on the boards.
He's just got the 1 rebound. It's been that kind of night, though.
I've actually seen him fumble a couple, though. He almost got on it.
Yes.
Great. Oh.
And the Jets benches up. Offensive foul.
It's a tough call on Fotu there. I just thought he was kind of jostling for position, but Dante did exactly what he's supposed to. Made it difficult. He'll have to go sit with 4. Josh Ledger checking in, who's been great for them. But so's Dan Fotu. So big loss without Rob and Nick, and now Dan with 4. Josh will have to play big minutes here with the season on the line, pretty much.
It really is. I mean, there are permutations, but yeah, you've got to get wins. First and foremost, your win percentage.
This win goes a long way to helping both teams.
It gets you in the playoffs. Points percentage might decide what your seeding is, whether you're in or out. But you've got to win.
Nice.
Oh, going to his left.
Still ain't sweating, and it's halfway through the 4th.
Closes this lead to 5. Interesting times coming up. Tuatara looking for a bucket. Oh, who else? Muhammad can't get the roll. Might have got hit on the head.
He's doing a great job of getting in there deep, though, to that little pocket shot. Oh, that's handle right there.
Russo Nance rolls it in. That is pretty, and that cuts the lead to 3. Timeout, Tuatara.
Beautiful, yo. And you see Dante's from around here, man. You know his people are in the building. Miles, you know what time it is. It's winning time right now, so this is when the real ones are going to step up. You can see it on both teams.
There's an OG on the court. Rather the bench, and Corey Webster. He's been teaching Dante Russo Nance some stuff, I imagine.
That's nephew right there. Yeah, little bro letting him know. Love that from him.
75-72.
Potentially have 2 that could break the season scoring record tonight, Miles. Muhammad on 31 and Gibson on 29.
Tuatara haven't scored in this fourth quarter. It's a nice 6-0 run for the Jets to start us here. That foul, Eventfinda is big because he's been excellent in the paint. 6 offensive rebounds, 9 overall, 8 points for him. I think this point's coming from the Chemist Warehouse line, but he's got 4 fouls. He has to take a spout.
And opposite that, Kenny Goins has done a great job of getting to the fourth with only 3. You know, pretty sure he had 3 almost in the first quarter and had to sit for large parts. So great management there by him and the Jets, Coach Webster.
Oh, Miller-Jones again. In the open floor, right hand finish is good. Another steal.
Turnovers slowly starting to creep up for Tuatara. That'll get them to 11.
It's their 10th. That's their average. They lead the league in steals.
Oh, these Jets are in the passing lanes.
Danovic just got up after going down and gets an offensive rebound. Riley on the reverse. He's fouled. Goins pushing now. Getting into Josh Ledger. Goins has got 4.
That was interesting because I did think that was a foul, but the 2 referees closest to it were kind of looking like they didn't think so, and the referee on the high side called it.
Let's have a look at this. Here's the play.
Definitely a foul before.
It's the extracurricular afterwards that Goins took exception to.
Boy Tuat's checking in here, Miles, and Dylan Wilkie will take a blow. They'll leave Goins out here with his 4th. Play things out. Coach Webster will trust his import.
So Toku Wynyard is an option, the young man off the bench. That size of his. That Russo Nance, my goodness. He felt like there was contact. Tuach. Danovic. Tightening up in the gym. 78-74. Here's Gibson, mismatch. Shoots it over Ledger. Rims out. Nice work, Josh Ledger. Stayed in front. Oh, Luther Muhammad streaking to the cup and in.
Great, even better finish.
He moves to 33.
And that's where he's tough, man. In transition, penetrating, playing downhill.
Oh my, BNZ player timeout. There's a bailout for Goins. That'll be interesting because he had to use that. He just couldn't get the ball in, I think. Here's your BNZ player timeout. And there's Luther Muhammad's bucket. Get your ticket to the big game to see big-time players like Luther Muhammad. Scan that QR code. But that is a player timeout that you don't often see with 6:48 to go in the 4th.
Yeah, you're right, Miles, but if they're right on the board, I think the Jets have got 2 falls left and Tuatara have got 1. So maybe they wanted to use the short one here and save those 2 full to get them through the last 6-7 minutes, especially a little bit undermanned, the Jets, potentially.
80-74.
Short clock here, got 6 to play with.
Russo Nance. Oh my, stepping to his right.
Everything but.
I'm surprised it didn't go in, to be honest.
That's his soft, huh?
That's his game.
It actually looked nicer than half of these shots that have gone in.
Riley.
Tough. Great rebound by Goins.
It's safe to say the Tuatara have gone cold. So Nance going at Muhammad.
Fine.
Oh, dropping.
Good
what
beat.
a block. Josh Ledger. What a game off the bench. Oh, he's got 11 rebounds. Oh my. Everybody on the floor. Luther Muhammad is going to go at Miller-Jones if he's not held back. Rose has stayed down at midcourt.
And no lie, they looking at Tommy V there, but I seen that clear as day. The Jets need to call that.
Now,
Tommy V did nothing wrong. He just hit a hard screen. They can catch feelings if they want, but they need to talk to their teammates about calling that screen.
it's all about the playoffs, people. You can see the attitude spilling over here. Tommy V went over to help Rose up after he got him with that screen. He didn't want any part of it.
Yeah, he was catching feelings on that one. But again, he should be talking to his teammates, not Tommy V. Tommy V's doing exactly what he's supposed to do.
There's nothing worse, I'd imagine, than running into Tommy V on that mid-court screen.
No, you're right.
Unsportsmanlike.
Just like Tommy V.
Got an unsportsmanlike foul call. So that's 2 shots coming up for the Tuatara. And possession. And that is for a cynical play.
Every play means something. And we have the lead looking catch with 33 points.
So it will be Muhammad at the line. And this is that. Miller Joes is the one called for the unsportsmanlike. Muhammad makes the second.
Just a little push and shove, Miles. Little banter, you know. Get back to it.
Just the second team foul for the Jets, 1 for the Tuatara though in this quarter. Tuatara ball, and Miles Gibson just a little bit too close. Tuach made a point of pointing that out. Miles Gibson hasn't moved.
I think he might have moved forward. He said, okay, bro.
Oh, Muhammad lost the handle, gets it back.
Little sham god.
Yes. Tuach for 3. Oh, that's a killer for the Jets. That is just a bailout 3
really
from
is.
Boy Tuach.
They played him for it too.
And that is a 10-point lead. It was down to 3. Goins with a big 3.
That was a beautiful little play there by Rose. Just found Goins open to 7 after the 3 at the other end from Tuach. Muhammad got the mismatch out front, but they go Tommy V down low. Nice.
Gets his own rebound, and he's fouled underneath. Tommy V doing Tommy V things underneath. He's bumping into Rose now. Just keep an eye on this.
Nah, I've seen it, Miles. You know, they must not know that my man, this is what he thrives in. They should have just left him alone.
100%.
You want to start bumping around, he's going to play better.
Watch it here.
It's Sleeping Dogs Live. Yep. We can... Seeking contact after the call.
I'm really enjoying you enjoying this, Lindsay. I do. I sat next to you the Tall Blacks test, and you were up on your feet. And you played in those contests.
The game within the game,
the
man.
Tall Blacks.
I do love the little...
Against the Philippines.
I mean, that's what makes basketball so exciting. You know what I mean? Like, there is a little bit of banter. It is physical. There are a lot of people interactions, you know, that you don't necessarily see up close in other sports. There's a lot of emotion, and we've got to keep it under control, but I think that's part of what makes our game beautiful, you know?
Absolutely. Ledger picks up the cheap foul in the backcourt. That's his 3rd, excuse me, and that will be Tuatara's 2nd team foul.
Just got to manage their bigs to finish this game out, the Tuatara.
Rose has it knocked away. Under 5 to go in the game. Vidanovic and Rose, they are talking.
Oh, good roll.
It's going to boil over at some point. I just feel it. It's getting chippy.
Nice.
Ledger got 3 underneath. What a game for Josh Ledger. He's got 8 points and 11 rebounds.
You love that from Josh Ledger when he backs himself there. Very skilled, young big man.
And a foul. And that is on Charlie Pride. That's his 4th, Lindsay Tate.
Yeah, a little bit of foul trouble now. Got Charlie Pride on 4. Goins is on 4. Both Fortu's on 4. Both teams are on 3 team fouls. So this is normally what it is in the 4th quarter. Close games.
What a game this is. What a treat.
Rose getting a quick blow here. Say that'll be a real quick blow.
Russo Nance back in the game. Nice defense from Pride. Altered that shot.
With the 4 fouls as well. Keeping it clean.
Just when they get it close, it goes back to 10 in this fourth quarter for the Tuatara. Bogdanovic looking for his guards, finds Muhammad. Oh, tied up is Tommy V and Dante Russo Nance. And Russo Nance can't believe it's called on him.
Stuff. Dante went underneath that screen and Tommy V did exactly what he's supposed to do as a big and kind of fall or roll down on top of Dante, and they kind of got caught up and ended up in Dante getting whistled for the foul. That'll only be their 4th team foul, so be Tuatara inbounds from the sideline here.
So that's
Luther Muhammad, sorry Miles, he's 2 points away from tying the single season record, just to keep an eye on. Scoring.
6 players have had 36 this season.
I reckon he's going to beat it, bruv.
Well, they're going to need
such a hot take, I know.
They're going to need
way out there on the limb.
Well, you've basically Stephen A with me. I wouldn't call you Skip Bayless. But I feel like you're right. Luther Muhammad and Miles Gibson getting the justice on the game MVP vote. And so just a delay while we wipe up.
Charlie Pride could get a bump up, Miles, of 6%. Did a game tonight.
Absolutely. 4:07 to go in this game. 14 on the shot clock for the Tuatara.
Took a little shot there.
8, Muhammad down to 5.
He'll get you that 36.
And another foul. Tom Bogdanovic in the middle of it again. The whistle has not been kind to the Jets.
I think that one's on Tommy V. Oh no, that's Goins?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
He's done. Goins is gone.
And again, Miles, like, no, not like that, but again, as soon as Tommy V started getting into it, scuffling, that's really when he places, you know what I mean? Some guys are like that. They play their best hoops, you know, when it gets chippy.
That's his craft.
That's where he's at, you know? He's a dog.
That's part of his game, you're right.
It's not like he's not going to play hard when you don't, you know, poke the bear, but when you do, like, that's when this stuff starts to happen. And, like, just like that, Goins has got to go take a seat, and lead's bumped out to 10.
Leon Henry's out there. Here's the rebound of the miss. Lead is still 10.
It's a big loss though with Goins out. Be interesting to see how long Coach Webster leaves Rose on the bench.
Russo Nance trying to make something happen. He's bounced the ball a whole lot in this possession. Oh, is that a bank?
That was a corner bank.
Tabanazzo with a bank from the corner.
Bank open.
Oh my. Big hit.
Trying to clean someone up again.
Dan Fortu, I felt like we haven't seen him since yesterday. He's about to check in the game.
Might have been huge this game, Dan Fortu, but they've just been managing those 4 fouls for him.
Just been so good on the glass. Tuach. Another offensive rebound. 3 minutes to go in the game. 87-80. Tuach.
Another O-board.
By Ledger this time. That's his 12th rebound.
It's really going to come back to haunt them in this game, the Jets. O-boards.
19 O-boards for the Tuatara. And another foul.
That'll be bonus. He'll be shooting. Luther Muhammad with a chance to tie the single season scoring record for the league here. After what? This is his 8th game back?
Yeah. 7th game.
7th game. He's definitely found himself.
Josh Ledger gets a hand from his team. His coaching staff, his bench is up. Terrific performance tonight for Josh Ledger. He's been so good.
Started in Rapid League, Miles.
No Nick Barrow. No Robbie Lowe. 8 points, 11 rebounds. And he made all his fouls count. 4 offensive rebounds. Yeah, it started in Rapid League, you're right. Got the Rapid League 555, 5 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds for Josh Ledger.
You need to trademark that, bro. It's going to be worth something soon.
Eventually.
There it is, 36.
Ties
Mr. Muhammad.
the season high in the league with 36, the 7th player to do so. And then Sal's NBL 2025. Still 2.5 to go in this game. Good D.
Dante with the switch here. He's got the big.
Gibson. Oh, he's fouled. 3 shots coming up from the Chemist Warehouse line for Miles Gibson.
He's had a great game. He's on 29 himself right now.
And this is
Miles
big.
Gibson.
It stops the clock. 3 shots coming up. Miles Gibson coming into this game. He was an 85% free throw shooter. And in this game, he's 5 for 5.
Both teams in the bonus, Miles, for this last 2.5 of the fourth.
For Muhammad, 36. Miles Gibson with 30 himself. Makes the second. Jets are 9-8 on the season. Tuatara 8-10. Jets are 5th. Tuatara are 8th. Gibson gets the roll in the third. Lead is 6 for the home team. Last regular season game at home for the Tuatara. Vidanovic.
That 2-position game.
He's had a lot to say in this fourth. And Tommy V is fouled and will go to the line for an and one opportunity.
That's a huge basket there from Tommy V, just bullying his way basically full court on Miller Jose and laying him down.
Miller Jose has just been in it tonight, just been the recipient of some physical contact. It's been hard going on the glass for him. He's had to contend with Fotu, Ledger, Vidanovic, Ian Goins, Leon Henry. Under 2 now. So Nance turns the corner. Great work, Miller Jose on the glass.
Beautiful tip by Miller Jose, getting on them boards like you asked for, Miles.
7 is the Tuatara lead. Oh my, threaded through. Vidanovic with the assist.
Not sure if they know they're up 9 right now, Miles, but time and score for the Tuatara.
Russo Nance the other way with an and one.
And again, not to, you'll always take the 2, but that's what happens when you go quick at the other end. You know what I mean, Miles? We can potentially take a whole lot of time off the clock and still get, a 2-pointer, whereas down this end, you get the quick score, and then Dante pushes it down and gets an and one at this end to cut into this lead again.
Spoken like a coach. Lindsay Tate, 7-time Sal's NBL winner as well.
I would have got cussed out for going fast at the other end my whole life. That's why I'm talking about it now, bro.
As a former point guard, you know. And it is Dante Russo Nance who stretching out his calf muscle, I think, on the stanchion before that foul shot. 6 is the lead.
2-position game, 1.5 minutes. Both teams in the bonus.
Muhammad dropping it off to Vidanovic. Going at Leon Henry and scores. Tommy V, nice game from him. Vidanovic, he's got 6 points. It feels like he's got more, but he's actually 2 for 10. But his physicality in this fourth quarter has been good. Miles Gibson
34
gets another bucket. Timeout Tuatara. Lead is back to 6. Back to a 2-possession game. Gibson going hard, getting it to drop in. And Miles Gibson's got 34.
34 and 36. And at this end, Miles, if you're the Jets, just struggling right now a little bit with the size, and it'll be tough to throw the young fella Totoko when you're out in the slate in the piece, but it will be interesting to see what they do with the likes of Dan Fotu and Tommy Vidanovic right now, because they're just bullying inside around the rim and on these O boards.
Vidanovic hasn't quite had the season statistically what we used to from him. He's always been a double-double threat, but for him, he's come up big in this fourth quarter. He's just used his body the way that Tommy V is known to do.
Yo, give me Tommy V anytime we go into a game, Miles, or a fight. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to walk down the alley with you. He's going to get them boards. He's going to be first to the floor. There'll be the nights when he gets hot, and there'll be nights like tonight. But I don't think they have the 6-point lead right now if Tommy V doesn't do what he did, especially in this fourth quarter.
He went to 3 straight Aussie NBL finals with 3 different teams. Won 2 of them, went to the Kings in 23.
I mean, that says a whole lot, right? You go to
22
3 in
rather.
a row with 3 different teams and
Jack
you win
jumpers.
2 of them? That's impressive.
In the Breakers.
I remember one of them, he was going at Cooks. Him
Yeah.
and Cooks were like, when everyone else was kind of like backing down respectfully, bowing down, you know?
Yeah, they were teammates, and then they were opponents. And a minute to go.
I like this from Muhammad, just time and score, smart, just killing clock, you know? Already they've eaten a whole lot of clock up.
Here's Muhammad. Right hand.
Oh,
Can't get it to
gotta
go
get a better
down.
look. That's in his wheelhouse.
And Russo Nance, he's tweaked it. He's going to run it off. He's going
He's a
as
tough kid.
far
He'll
away.
thug it out for sure.
He's going as far away from his bench as he can.
He's from West Auckland, man. He's good.
Yeah.
And he's part Māori. He's double good, bro.
T.A. Māori order. Russo Nance.
Stay extended here, Tuatara. Both teams in the bonus though. They won't want to foul unnecessarily.
2 possession game.
Punch screen to a re-screen.
Gibson.
High-low action miss.
Oh, he's fouled.
Oh,
He's
man.
fouled, taking a 3. Tuach got right underneath him. And Miles Gibson, who has been deadly from the foul line, he's 8 for 8. He's got 3 coming up. And Tuach has picked up his 4th foul.
So Pride, Tuach, Ledger and Fotu all with 4 right now. Goins is already out. Miller Jose with 4 as well.
Miles Gibson might have the season high coming up. He's got 34 currently.
And Miles, that's tough. Boy, Tuach, like great effort, but that's the 2nd time he's fouled in this 4th quarter and really important time on the 3-point shooter, which is kind of a cardinal sin.
They are getting their money's worth at Eventfinda Stadium. Great crowd in.
Hey, and this young man has been impressive. His game is so transferable, very effective. You know, he doesn't waste a lot of movement or dribble.
He went from junior college to an NCAA Div 1 school. He's played in the NBL 1, just 26 years of age. This is just his 8th game for the Jets, and he's closed the lead to 3. He's now got the season high of 37, but he wants the win. 96-93. 30 seconds to go. Luther Muhammad. Rose on him, checking the clock at the other end. 14 now on the shot clock.
10-second differential.
Tuatara. Up comes Vodanovic.
Oh, touch screen.
Muhammad. Pull up.
Oh, it's long.
Mid-range is not
Good
there.
rebound, Lee.
Leon Henry had it tipped out, and it came off him last.
Right, there's a bit of contact there. He is right.
It's Tuatara ball on the baseline.
Shot clock's off here. Down 3. They'll use their player timeout by the looks of things, Tuatara.
Smart work. With 12.8 to go. And there it is. Leon Henry felt like he got his arm grabbed. Might have a case. Took it to the big game for the last round. The 2025 Sal's NBL season, all thanks to the BNZ player timeout.
Jets here. We're trying to get a steal. We're shooting passing lanes. If we don't get it, we're fouling without letting any time come off the clock. Preferably their worst free throw shooter.
They're a team of deflections and steals, the Jets.
Oh.
What's the call? A foul.
Man, that was... Just felt like he might have made his mind up before that.
It's Miller Jose, and that is foul number 5 for the big man. Miller Jose will have to sit.
Not a bad foul though, putting Tommy V to the line. If you're the Jets, he's missed a couple earlier in the 4th.
He is 2 for 5 from the line. Tommy V.
Collins will check in here for very meaningful 11.7. Pretty sure the Jets have got timeouts to burn here, Miles. So they'll use them in advance.
I believe so. Can he make it a 2-possession game?
You hear the one Jets, the Jets fan just sparked up at the perfect time there.
It certainly did. I tell you what, though, that's stuck in his hand by the looks of it. Loosens the shoulders.
Definitely lets that thing go when he shoots it, for
Goes
sure.
through his process. Nothing but net on the second. It's a 4-point game. Russo Nance. Collins with a big screen. Russo Nance for 3. Oh, he knocks it down. And he's cramping.
Oh, great.
A foul on Riley. Russo Nance. Yeah, he's cramping up.
Great job by Zach Riley there. While everyone else was kind of caught up in a huge make by Dante Russo Nance. He got open quickly for the ball and kind of took at least a second off the clock. They chose not to use their timeouts, the Jets, even though they've got one on the board, and Coach Webster's putting them in here if he makes it.
Well, this comes into play. They called their BNZ player timeout in the third quarter.
Yes.
When they were looking at going at a 5-second violation. And you think back to what that means in this situation here, because they could certainly use a BNZ player timeout, but it is gone. Riley makes it a 3-point game. Timeout, Tony Webster, though. Great use throughout this fourth quarter of timeouts. 99-96, 3.7 to go in this game. Will we go to overtime at Eventfinda Stadium?
We're the Jets right now, Miles. I'm trying to figure out how I get the ball into Miles Gibson or Dante Russo Nance's hands. 3.7 is an eternity, especially I'm assuming they're going to advance the basketball here, so 3.7 seconds is a lot of time.
Russo Nance was 1 for 6 before that 3. Miles Gibson's 2 for 7 on the night. Quinton Rose is 1 for 3.
And again, my gut tells me I'm trying to get the ball to Dante myself. You know, I've seen him play in a lot of big games and play in this arena a lot as well, and he's really real comfortable, and just seen him make that last one. You can't go wrong with Miles Gibson either. He's got 37, so I'm figuring that the ball's feeling pretty good coming out of his hands right now.
Also, Dante Russo Nance is cramping up, so just why not trust that leg?
It's a great point.
But anyway, we'll see what Tony Webster and the Jets have drawn up. Wouldn't they love to have
you know what, Miles, if we in Europe right now, Tuatara are fouling before they even get a 3 up. They're playing the foul game. So let's see if they did. It looks like from what Tommy V's demonstrating here, though, they're going to wall up and play it head up.
Don't get underneath the shooter. Do not foul on the 3.
Okay, yeah. Because they've done that twice in the fourth.
Close out to the side. Here we go. Rose to inbound. Charlie Pride steps back a little bit.
And then steps forward.
Are we going to overtime? Russo Nance gets free. Great defense from Vidanovic, and the Tuatara come away with the win. That is a vet move from Tommy V. He might not have the stat line, but he was immense in the fourth quarter. Bodied up, and the Tuatara survived the Jets and keep their playoff chances alive.
What a game, Miles.
What a game, you're right, Lindsay Tate, 99-96. It had everything. Luther Muhammad went off. Miles Gibson went off. Charlie Pride was hot from deep. Dante Russo Nance could not time it up. At the end, a disappointing loss for the Jets on the road. And the Tuatara come away with the win. What a win for the Tuatara. It is still alive and well, their season chances of going to the playoffs. They've got one more game remaining, and that is on the road to Hawke's Bay, and where they will play the Hawks in the Hawks Nest. That's next round. And Lindsay Tate, what a performance by those two leading scorers, Gibson and Muhammad.
Oh man, I'm glad we got to do this one this evening, Miles. It was fun, man. Look at them numbers on the board. Those two put on a show, and Gibson obviously takes the single season scoring record right now, but Luther Muhammad wins the war there, and his team locks in a place for the playoffs. Is that right?
Not necessarily.
They're right there, one step closer.
One step closer. Wins are wins.
And Charlie Pride, massive as well, coming off the bench, 5 threes.
So many unsung heroes, like Josh Ledger, 12 rebounds. In the absence of Lowe and Barrow on the front line, Dan Fortu was an absolute pest on the offensive glass.
The whole night, and again, Tommy Lee, he shows up there in the assists, but I don't think the stats do, you know, his value to the team justice this evening, you know, and the energy, effort, communication, toughness that he brings to this group.
Ledger, 4 blocks. Terrific night for him. Tough going for the Jets. 5 Russo Nance steals and 4 for Rose.
There have to be another 4 or 5 deflections as well.
Absolutely. Josh Ledger enjoying this win. They'll survive for another round. Plenty of basketball to come. Rams Airs tomorrow, then Sharks 5. That game has implications for the Tuatara.
Oh, I got that game tomorrow, Sharks 5. Tune in.
Absolutely. And the Saints and the Rams on Tuesday. That just might be a grand final preview from TSB Arena on Tuesday night. Tune in for that one. 5 Jets. Huge game for both those teams and for the Tuatara. But it will be the home team, their final regular season game at Eventfinda Stadium, and they come away with a 99-96 win. On behalf of Lindsay Tate and the Sky Sport crew, thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening and your weekend. Ka kite.